despicable world of DARKSYDEPHIL. He needs your money to get by. The despicable world of DARKSYDEPHIL. He needs your money to survive. Come along and watch him play. He's got some goals and you must pay. Tune in, watch him beg and cry. His bills are due, he just may die. The despicable world of DARKSYDEPHIL. He needs your money to get by. The despicable world of DARKSYDEPHIL. He needs your money to get by. The despicable world of DARKSYDEPHIL. He needs your money to survive. Watches begging streams all day. He sucks at games but makes you pay. Day off tomorrow and DoorDash. Send in some tips, he needs your cash. The despicable world of DARKSYDEPHIL. He needs your money to get by. The despicable world of DARKSYDEPHIL. He needs your money to survive.
This is what you've been working for.
I need that money. I really do. I need that money. Pay my bills, the electric bill, the internet bill.
How big does this pile have to be?
There it is. Oh, my God. I mean, that is a horror movie cover. Seriously, he is scarier looking than It the Clown. I mean, that is a psychopath right there. I mean, look at him. God. Oh, I mean, it cries out, danger, danger, alert, alert. I am a scumbag. I am filth. I am your enemy. I've tried to do joke photos like this to look disingenuous, and I can make any face I want to. I can't pull it off. Because the eyes, Chico. It's always in the eyes. Oh, my gosh. Oh, hell on earth. He wants to run your life. He wants to control every aspect of your life because he knows he is a cowardly, degenerate sack of anti-human trash.
Ignoring all the trolls, to him they are just sound. When the kingdom reigns, there's no money to be found. Stuck in his castle to forever be housebound. He got himself a new PC. Now the trolls will cope and see. Blessed with riches from the king knows, but we all know where that money goes. The casino will bring him bad luck. The king will always fuck it up. Then soon the detractors will sing. Fell to the king, 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 fell to the king. Soon the riches will run out. Then the king will have to shout, taking their taxes and some coin. hoping for the casino to rejoin, and then the detractors will sing. Fell to the king, 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 fell to the king. Trolls will cope, trolls will see, but we'll still sing. Fell to the king.
Greetings and salutations, friends, and welcome back. After a week-long, it's not a vacation, after a week of missing streaming, the greedy pig is back. And just as I suspected, he is using the fact that he's lost a week worth of income to beg for more money. Like, surprise, right? Are you surprised? I'm not surprised by that. We want to take a moment to thank some kind and generous benefactors. I love it when I look in the live chat before the show even starts and there's already some support. So thank you very much. RP, I don't think anyone needs to worry. DSP can barely afford food, much less a lawyer. Yes, Phil is now threatening to sue anybody who uses his clips or restreams him, falsely claiming that restreaming him is illegal somehow. I think he's getting some very bad legal advice from someone, and it's certainly not from a lawyer because, fair use is fair use. Now, I checked out a few things and, I kind of think he's right about maybe one or something. If you just take his content and re-upload it and you don't make it a transformative work at all, maybe he's got a slight argument there, but I don't think so. And most people who use his clips that I have seen transform them in some way, like Snort Hogan or DSP Memology or Duty or, whoever. But thank you, RP.
Why did I spend the money? So just why did I spend all that money? Because I'm going to get more. Trust me. I know I'm going to get more. I know I'm going to get more money. You don't have to worry about it.
Yes. Starlight Warrior is here. This counterculture against grifters is growing. Vulnerable people are being robbed. Keep up the great work, Stephen. I also love the cabin concept. Looks like my house way out in the northern sticks. Yeah, I'll be sharing more about that in the coming weeks, I think. I'm going to try my best to, there's a lot of challenges there. I have a parking spot, but my property is, 3-4 blocks from the parking spot, but that's better than walking 3 miles each way. Someday I will get a machine over there and move the boulders and be able to drive right to the property. But thank you for your kindness.
Without going into specifics yet again, yeah, I have no money. I'm being honest here. I have no money right now.
Well, thanks to Starlight Warrior, I have some money now. And another one from Starlight Warrior, Suffa DSP. Steve needs a new generator. Yes. Yeah, I need a generator. I need some parts for the solar panels system. I need some extra heavy duty marine long life batteries. I'm going to need a lot of stuff at that new property, but thank you, Starlight Warrior. 2 for the goal.
I have a dangerously low bank account. Please tip me today.
Yes. So we're going to get into the clips. We'll take a moment to welcome in and recognize the live chat, whether you're chatting on Twitch or on Kick or on YouTube. We'll take a moment to do some shout outs over on the Kick side. And I see Ray Gunner is here saying, don't shut down the Kick stream. Well, if you guys don't start contributing, I'm going to pull a DARKSYDEPHIL. For those unaware, DARKSYDEPHIL is threatening to shut down the Kick stream because people are not giving him enough money on the Kick side. Anti-human trash, so true, Alex, says Zoomer Dylan. And we've got Rex Holes is over there. Scooter the Pooter. Ray Gunner, I mentioned. Winter Soldier is there. Stormcrow 84 is over there. Ethan Ralph, Straving Cat is over there. So welcome one and all Kick chatters. We'll take a moment to Welcome in the rest of the live chat from YouTube. Welcome one and all. We've already got really good attendance already. And we'll begin. 1 second here. My aggregated chat froze on me. Taj Investigates is here. Are you ready to do that interview yet? Taj, I think it's time, right? I think it may be time. And oh boy, it's another, go ahead, shut it down, Phil. Yes, I'm shutting off the Kick stream unless I get 10 subs right now. I can do it too. All I have to do is, there's destinations and I can just go over there and stop it. Pig roach is known worldwide thanks to the internet. Cross your arms and see. Yeah. Come on, kick guys. Come on. We got to get some subs. I'll do the super beggar sampler like DARKSYDEPHIL. We need some gifted memberships on the YouTube side. We need some new subscribers on the Kick side. We need some gifted subs on the Kick side. We need some Patreon pledges. We need people buying me a coffee. Yes, guys, I am the law. Judge DSP. Lawgiver, judge, jury, executioner of Dent City 220. 220. Super beggar. Yeah, that's the super beggar sampler. DARKSYDEPHIL does it all the time. And I apologize if I'm sweating like a pig. It's another hot one here. I hate summer. I'm still looking into that. Somebody told me that there is a good audio filter you could use for live streams so that I could stream in my office with the air conditioner, but I'm here in the basement and there's terrible ventilation here. I have a window open, a door open with a screen window. It is rough, but I'm here suffering for the audience. Hopefully the milder summer temperatures will be coming. Sweating like a pig is okay because it's pig roasts. Yeah, okay. Well, I don't really have a choice, there's no place good in my home to stream from. My office is an attic room and it's hot. It's so hot up there that I can't even be there without the air conditioner running the whole time I'm in there. But then people complain about the noise of the air conditioner if I stream with that in the background. But I'm looking into a filter for that. So I'm hopeful we could get over this environmental problems. All I want is a comfortable environment to stream in. And all summer we struggle with that. But we're going to get into the clips. I have some clips from DSP Memology and from Snort Hogan. And I saw Duty shared a clip of the Kino Casino just ripping. The Kino boys just ripped Phil to shreds about his plan to license. This is what's going on with Phil. He's claiming that he's going to sue everybody that is restreaming his content without his permission, and that he's going to take all the money that they make off of restreaming his content. He's claiming there's 10 or 20 people that are making full-time living stealing his content. And I don't believe that. I think there might be one or two, but for most people, I think it's a side hustle. It's not like a full-time job. In my case, I cover many things, but we also cover DARKSYDEPHIL. It's not a full-time job for me. And if he's dumb enough to try something really silly like suing me, that would be extremely inadvisable, because we always cite fair use. And what I do is a transformative work. You see this weird background, animated background? You see the logo above me? You see the set and the frames? This is all transformative work, Phil. And we are using your clips to educate people on the biggest slob, e-beggar, greedy pig on the internet. And this is certainly allowable by law. Tops 5 people may be making a living from him. It's so funny that people can make a living off of Phil. But I will say this, if you're a Patreon supporter or you're a YouTube channel member, you can see what I bought with my Phil money. I was going to buy a 4-wheel drive vehicle, but I've been looking for months, and it all worked out. I didn't spend the extra money on the vehicle. So I took all the film money and all the bump money from the Keno Casino bump, and I bought a forest. I'm not kidding you. I bought a 6-acre forest with DARKSYDEPHIL coverage money. So I get it. There is money to be made shitting on Phil, and I'm going to keep doing it as long as it's profitable. I bought a forest, but now I'm going to need a generator. I'm going to need some guns and stuff because we're going to put a gun range in there. Maybe get some new hunting bows because we're going to put an archery range in there. I need materials to build cabins for my cult compound there. So the film money is going to come in handy, right? I didn't spend it on gotcha games. No, Phil's a moron. Listen, that 6-acre plot of land will benefit me and my family for years and years to come. The first benefit that I didn't even think of until after I'd signed the deal and was walking the property. There's down trees all over in there. And we heat my other cabin with wood. We're going to heat all the cabins at this new property with wood. So free heat. That's a benefit. I will never purchase firewood for my other property or the other cabin ever again. I just got to go in there and chop it up and drag it back to the other cabin. Free heat. Yeah, Phil spends his money on stupid shit like a children's video game. He spent more on a children's video game in the past year than I spent on buying a 6-acre plot of land in the beautiful mountains of Pennsylvania. That's crazy to me. That's absolutely crazy that I bought a forest and he bought some sweaty pictures of Hulk Hogan, right? Just a loser, man. Just a loser. Sounds like work. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit of work, but, you know, yeah, you absolute grifter. Cambion has finally got his grift on. That's right. That's right. I grifted and I bought a forest with my grifting proceeds, right? The troll forest. Yes, we're going to call it the 220 forest. Moth Loves Detracting says he spent $40,000. Is that what Phil spent in the past year playing that stupid video game? Because that's about what I spent buying this new property, right? Let's get to the clips, friends. I have them all set up here. It's 19. I thought it was 18. Jeez, this is the 19th show I've done shitting on Phil. Okay, we're going to start with suing everybody. And this is from DSP Memology. Be sure to subscribe to them on YouTube. They do great clips, so I don't have to.
I want you to understand something. This literally is a situation where I'm in dire financial straits, and if this stands where I'm going to be making half as less money on YouTube as I ever
half
did
as
before,
less money
starting now, I'm going to lose my house. I'm going to have all my shit reclaimed. You know, credit card bills are going to go default. I'm probably going to have to declare bankruptcy.
Did somebody tell me how much in debt was he really? Like $500,000 in debt when he declared bankruptcy? Somebody told me that. That's crazy. Could you imagine spending $500,000 you don't have? And by the way, I violated my major rule of life buying that forest because I could only afford to pay for half of it in cash. I took out a loan for the rest. I don't borrow money. I hate borrowing money. But Jesus Christ, spending $500,000 that you don't have on credit cards? What the fuck did this loser buy?
I'm going to lose everything.
Well, he's been...
The first show in over a freaking week. And that's like unprecedented around here.
Yeah, and by the way, everybody's speculating about why he was gone for a week, and I have my own theory. And hear me out. He did not stream for exactly 7 days. And I don't know if you're aware of this, but on YouTube, if you get a community guideline strike, they stop you. They say you cannot do a show for 7 days. And it seems very suspicious to me that he was away for he did not stream for exactly 7 days. And then on the 8th day, he comes back. So People are speculating his mom's sick, his wife's sick, his wife left him. I think that he just got a strike and could not stream because we all know, I don't think anything can drag him away from doing his begging streams for 7 days. I think that perhaps, and I freely admit this is speculation, YouTube wouldn't let him.
Right? Like usually I'm here, if I'm going to have a couple days off, you know, it's not that big of a deal and we work it into the schedule. But as everyone knows, I'm sure, things didn't go that way this last week. All right. And to be quite frank with you, all right, this was no party. This was no, how can I say, vacation. As much as I wish that I could have come back today and said, hey, everyone, guess
but
what?
nobody pays.
Great
He's
stuff.
not getting any support.
I
on
finally took an amazing honeymoon or whatever. Sadly, that's not the case. As they say, sometimes things creep up on you. You know, kind of like out of nowhere, they sneak up on you and they, you know, it's kind of like, you know, you're at the mall
Kick is
and a
full of
weirdo,
trolls
no-life
mostly,
detractor
and Kino
starts
dudes.
filming you with their camera, or like you're at the gas station just trying to like fill up your gas and some weirdo is like creeping around the pump trying to take a picture of you. Maybe you've never experienced that, but I have.
Oh, yeah, he's
And in
so
this case,
famous. People are taking pictures of him at the gas station.
They creeped up so hard,
on.
I got bit in the butt. And I had to deal with some personal stuff this last week, all right? And as much as I would have loved to be here with all of you, because I would have, sometimes you just got to take
You're
time
right.
away, which
It
is
would
what I
be a
had to do.
loss.
It
wouldn't hit
wasn't
any
planned,
goals.
it wasn't scheduled, and I had absolutely
Relying
no
on
idea
just
how
tech
long it
support.
was going to take. So it wasn't even like
Unless
I
he
could say
faked them.
something in the middle of the week and be like, okay, I'll be back by so-and-so or whatever. It wasn't like that at all. So because of that, it was up in the air. And I had people
He was
contacting me
crying, huh?
from all over the internet. I'll
Little
tell you
bitch.
that. Like people who are longtime fans, people who are actually detractors, people who I've had some association with,
Yeah,
who I've
maybe
worked
you're
with,
right, RP.
reaching
Maybe
out
they
and
did
saying,
take a
hey,
picture
you
of
know,
him.
I just hope everything's well or whatever. And I do appreciate that, but I want everyone to understand the reason that I really didn't respond to anyone is because
By the
I
way,
was
Phil,
in
this
the
is
thick of
fair
shit,
use.
and I had to deal with the shit when I was in it. Let's get some support. Let's get our first super chat. Let's get our
Here's
first
the
tip.
super
Let's get
beggar
our first
sampler.
membership, and let's get some subs over on Kick. What is going on? Let's get some support rolling in right now. Come on. Let's do some shout outs. And let's talk. Let's chill.
Yeah,
let's chat.
fuck Phil.
Let's figure
Let's
this
us
out.
get
All
some
right? Because I
support.
don't know what I'm doing this week, quite frankly. I have no idea what we're doing. All right? Let's go. Money, 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 man. We got a bunch of thumbs down. Already people are complaining.
he
I've been
does
back
irk
for 12
It's the
minutes.
flagrant
12
entitlement. Yeah,
minutes,
he just
and
thinks
people
he's
are
owed
already
money for
complaining on
nothing.
Kick. How about this? How about you
This
kiss
is
my
fair
fucking
use.
ass and stop being whiny like you are and just sit back and shut the fuck up
Listen to
because
the
you're
way
on
he
my
talks to the
stream,
audience.
bitches. And I'm back and I'm in large and I'm in charge and you can fucking deal with it. You can shut those thumbs down and you can go like this right up your fucking. That's how much I care about you. All right. If anyone does want to actually
somebody's
live
butt hurt.
rebroadcast me and does not want to actually suffer legal ramifications down the line, because if you don't get permission from me, you will, you can contact me and we can talk about it. Maybe we could work out a licensing fee where I say you can live rebroadcast me on a daily basis as long as there's a contribution or an agreement or something in place. Because
Yeah, some
if you're going to use
withholding the
my
camera
content
until we
live
get some
before I have a
support.
chance to even
No
get
camera
it on the
for
internet and
you.
monetize it, then I need to receive compensation.
My
for that.
stream are goals.
So if you're someone
yes.
who regularly does that and you don't want to get sued into oblivion down the line, you should probably contact me now and work something out, okay? If you don't,
He's going to sue people into oblivion. This guy who can't afford fast food without begging for money, right? He can't afford a fucking Arby's meal. Do you have any, Phil, are you like literally, have you become literally retarded or something? Like, do you understand how much lawyers cost? And how many people do you have that are using your clips in your content? 30, 40? Do you have any idea what it would cost you to sue all those people? Yes, camera withholding. I'm going to shut the mic off too soon if we don't get some more super chats. Yeah, absolutely. Phil, all right? I learned it by watching Phil. So he's ridiculous. He's threatening to sue people into oblivion. But the good news is that you can get a license from Phil. That's right. You can get a license from Phil. And this will enable you to use his content legally. Like, what is that? Like snort flicks? And somebody already made a fake license, so I'm gonna use that. Uh, I definitely, yeah. Here, license to restream. I got my license to restream, bitch. Stick that in your ass. How about that, Darkside Phil? You dummy. There's my license. I have a license to restream you and felt you and laugh at you, right? Oh, let's go back to the pig.
I'm going to sue you into oblivion somewhere down the line. I'm going to own everything that you own.
He's going to sue people into oblivion. Job application? Oh, no, that's like Darkside Phil's kryptonite.
Oh, Jesus Christ, it fucking scared me. That legit scared me.
This job application scared him.
I'm well aware that so many people on the internet stalk me. And again, because the only reason they have content is because they steal mine. If I'm not here, they go crazy trying to stalk me and figure out what I've been up to and where I am and all of that. I am pleased to say,
Nobody stalked, well, except for that duty picture of his front steps, right? That was a little creepy, you know. And listen, not for nothing, but I think taking pictures or sending somebody to like creep through his front yard and take a picture of his front door and see what boxes are on his front step, that is a little obsessive. That's a little too much for me.
pleased to say they have absolutely no clue what I've been doing. Zero.
No clue.
And let me tell you, I had to learn from so many different things of my past that have happened, right? Things where I never fathomed that these idiots would get information or you know what I'm saying, or pry into my personal stuff. They were not able to do so this time. For the first time probably ever, right? That's amazing. You know, did I ever think that because I went through a bankruptcy that this was going to result in me having years of harassment, identity theft, money stolen, bank accounts, you know, being accessed from unauthorized parties and all kinds of shit? Of course I didn't. Of course I never thought that would happen.
But wait.
It did, right? So
Unauthorized access to accounts. I thought the bank leaks were fake, though, Phil. You pretended the bank leaks weren't real, that they were, somebody just made that stuff up. I guess you really were spending that much on liquor and Hogan's and a stupid child's video game. Not So Green Salad is here with one for the goal, saying hiding the cam and turning off the mic is what LTG, low tier God, does when he doesn't get enough money. I wouldn't be surprised that when Piggy starts that too. That is something else, man. I can't believe somebody really does that. Like, seriously? Wow.
I have a dangerously low bank account. Please tip me today.
Thank you, Not So Green Salad, for hearing the call of the goal. And I will be routinely checking in with you Kick supporters and calling out any support over there as well. But so far, no Kick support. So I may just turn the Kick stream off. Phil, all right? I learned it by watching Phil. And thank you, Not So Green Salad. And we've got one from H-Bomb. One for the goal. Hope you didn't get flooded out like we did. No, we were okay. We were okay. I mean, you know, we had a lot of rain, but there was no major flooding. And my home is prone to that, actually. Just where we live is like not very good drainage, H-Bomb. But thank you for your concern and for helping us with the goal.
I have no money. Why would you give that man money?
Phil, remember, every dollar I get makes Phil cry just a little more, right? I do think it's insane that the people, like, if you add up all the money that he is right about one thing, people are making collectively. Like, imagine all of the detractors and what they make in a year. It's got to be more than what Phil makes. That's crazy to me. That is absolutely crazy to me.
Learning, you know, from all of that, I 100% kept my lips zipped and it worked. All right. So I hope that you guys understand. I want you to understand something. So there's a lot of great things in my life as a result of this. But at the same time, because this nonstop leeching, this sucking parasites on me, they're reliant on me when I'm not here, you know that they're going to go crazy. So
Nobody went crazy. I mean, like I said, the worst thing I seen is somebody went and took a picture of his front steps, and there was like a there was a box that contained, I believe, luggage. So people were like, "Oh, he bought luggage so he could go to get on a plane and visit his parents." I don't know.
I hope you have to understand why I couldn't say anything at all. I had to keep my lips zipped completely, 100%. God forbid I let something slip that then they would be able to find stuff out. They would try to ruin my life, mess with me and everything around me. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, he really has a bloated sense of self-importance. Does he really think people care that much? And like, I don't know though. I have heard some crazy stories. Like, I think PPP or Andy told me that somebody like got a job at his local cable company just so they could cut his internet during his live streams or something like that. That's a little obsessive.
Like, just think about it. If they knew that I wasn't going to be streaming this week, they would have been fucking with me nonstop, right? They would have tried a million different stupid things. And not to say that they didn't. There were a few things that were attempted, but because I kept my lips zipped, they were completely unsuccessful.
I'm experienced. Oh, yeah.
The thing
What's the big secret anyway? Like, I don't know. I tend to keep my family life private, but I share things. And if I was gone for a week, you know, like, not so green salad. For added context, LTG is known as the Black DSP. Oh, I have heard of that guy. But thank you for your kindness.
the dollar signs are too powerful for a lot of people, man.
Not for me. Let's get some more powerful dollar signs going. So I was saying, like, if I had to be gone for a week, I would tell the audience what was going on. Like, the only time I've ever taken a significant period of time off, I had to take 3 weeks off, but it was for a medical situation. And I was on, I told the audience basically what was going on. I don't understand. Like, what is he, a fucking secret agent? Like, did he fly to, like, I don't know, Russia and do some counterintelligence work for the CIA so he can't talk about it, right? You're a normal person. Don't try to understand Pig Roach. Yeah, it is. It's crazy.
Is, you might say, well, are you going to tell us everything that happened this week? No, I'm not. I'm going to tell you why. Because it's my life, and I have a right to privacy. I have a right to have a private life.
No, when you become a public persona, I mean, I can only use my own experience. When you do something like this show or Phil's show or Kino's show or what, you have a right to a private life, but people are going to want to know what's going on, especially if you're gone for an extended period of time with no explanation. People are going to want to know what's going on. Yeah, I don't know. And like I said, what is he, a secret agent? He can't tell us where he was for the week. I don't know. For all we know, he went to Thailand to bang some of those lady boys. I don't know.
Just because I share a public face to you every day on a stream where I make content and we play games and we hang out does not mean that I also owe you an explanation for everything else that goes on in my private life. I can wholeheartedly tell you that what I've been dealing with over the last week has nothing to do with this stream, has nothing to do with my content, has nothing to do with this business, has nothing to do with our interactions, nothing. Zero.
So what's the big deal? Why can't you just, like if he just came back and he said, hey, I went to visit my parents, that would be the end of it. What's the mystery, Phil?
Therefore, I don't have to tell you anything, nor should I be expected to, nor should there be a demand for that. I have a right to have my own life. And I hope that
Wow.
many of you will
Good edits.
understand that. If you don't, I'm going to be honest with you. I hope that you seek counseling soon.
Seek
Because if you
counseling.
actually think that because someone on the internet streams, that they owe you full transparency of everything that they ever have done, you are actually mentally deficient from being a normal human, and you need to go speak to a professional for help right now. And I'm speaking directly to my detractors right now. You're all mentally fucking deficient, and you do need to seek help.
Oh,
Because
yeah,
number
Phil.
one, you're breaking the law.
Oh,
and number
I'm breaking
two,
the law.
you're ruining your life and the lives of everyone around you
Oh,
with your
I'm
actions.
ruining my
You're
whole
sick.
family's
You're
life?
toxic people.
Why am I poisoned? Why am I toxic?
And I know that you would have probably tried to hurt me and or everyone around me if I had given any information out at all about what I've been up to this
Hey,
last
Dave
week.
B is here.
Because
Now
the
it's a
thing is,
party.
these idiots also would say, let's say, for example, I decided to tell you
If
some
his mom is
information
sick, it
about what
proves
I've
the
been up to.
PPP DMs.
You know what would
between them
happen
were all
immediately?
true, so he'll never admit
This
where
is
he
he's
went.
looking for
You're
a
right.
sob story so that people will come and support him because of this. What? He is a horrible person because he's using this as ammo to try to raise money. No, I'm not. Not at all. I'm not going to tell you a single thing about what happened because it has nothing to do with this. You're coming here, you're hanging out with me, you're enjoying the content, support it by all means. And that's what people have been doing.
I don't know what your
That's
issue
what's
is.
actually
Nobody else
angering
is
people.
having that problem.
Now, unlike
JR.
previous, where, you know, there was a few months there where I was getting tons of support because I was associated with another group. Well, I'm not associated with that group anymore, but I'm still making the same amount. And that's driving people nuts. They can't.
He is not making the same amount as when he was still in the good graces of the Kino boys. Absolutely not. When he was still in the good graces of the Kino boys, he was getting a lot of support on Kick. They all stopped when the split happened. There's no way he's making the same money. He's a lying scumbag.
Take that because wait a minute, he's earning a good living on his own merits, but we were always of the impression, our narrative was always that he couldn't do that. So how is it possible, right? Because people actually like the content, because people like me.
Sure. What the fuck?
Unlike you, because when
Phil thinks people like him. You know, do you ever watch his view counts? Like, if he gets 200 viewers on YouTube, like how many of those are detractors watching or trolls watching, hate watchers, right? Like he is clueless. He's absolutely clueless about his situation. He really thinks he's like a respected streamer somehow. No, you're the most hated guy on the internet and you're the biggest beggar on the internet.
I was gone, your content was dead. No one cared about you when I was gone because they're not watching for you. They're watching for me.
Oh, bullshit. I was fine for the week he was gone. We just covered other things.
Don't you get it, Leech? Don't you get it, Parasite? I'm the content. That's why I'm entitled to everything you get out of it. And I will have it someday.
Yeah, Phil thinks that he's going to sue all the detractors and get all the money that they've made shitting on him. Well, it wouldn't work in my case, Phil, because I took the Dark Side Phil arc money and I bought a forest. So that money's gone. Good luck.
I'm sorry that I can't come back on this stream and just unload on you guys and be like, here's what's been going on and blah, blah, blah. I can't. Because immediately, number one, it would be, see, Phil's looking for sympathy. And number two, it would be...
Yeah, somebody pointed out, and it's probably correct, if he did go visit his sick mother, it proves that those DMs between him and PPP are real. And he will not give the detractors a win. So he's going to keep his mouth shut about what he was doing, if that's the case.
Oh, so now let's do everything we possibly can to ruin his life and everyone else's life and everything around us, right? It would. That's how they are. They're mentally ill people. These are not normal thinking people. They're broken in the head. I would go as far to say they're all of the like mind, and they reached out to each other and found themselves on the internet because they're so broken. They had to find other people that were broken to feel normal.
Oh,
and they've
on.
actually created this community of mental.
Oh yeah, Phil. I'm so broken. Like, Phil, I don't live in a little shitty condo that's falling apart with a broken toilet and a broken shower, right? So, I don't know.
Mentally deficient, ill people, that's not good at all. Because that's how cults begin. Do you understand? How do you think the people who drink the Kool-Aid, how that started? Because they were all fucking nuts and they all found each other. And that's how these people operate now. They do it anonymously on the internet. It's dangerous shit. So that's why I literally can't tell you.
He is seething. He is seething about the detractors. And I don't know. Other people have theorized that maybe his mother did die and he got an inheritance check, and that's why he's so ballsy now, talking about hiring lawyers and shit, right?
A word about any of what really has gone down, because undoubtedly harassment would begin on all fronts. And so therefore, you're never going to know what I was doing.
Oh, it's a big mystery, Phil.
All of the guesses have been wrong completely, which I'm happy about. Trust me, because I was nervous this week with not saying a word and keeping my mouth shut that possibly there was going to be harassment or someone would figure out something. Luckily, nobody did. Thankfully, thank God. And it's all over now. And now we can try to get back to normalcy.
That's a very good point.
If you don't understand that
Give me
someone
money. This is a very good point brought up by RP. Does Nintendo get to sue DSP because they created the content of the game he's playing? Well, I think most video game companies just allow that now, right? I believe so. But thank you, RP. Let's get some more super chats. Let's hit the goal. Don't make me beg like Phil.
Dude, I'm going to make so much money. This is insane.
Thank you, RP. And Cootie the Kid is here. Big ups, everyone. Hey, Steve. Hey, Cootie the Kid is here. Now it is officially a party.
But let's face it also, money talks.
And thank you for letting your money talk to me. Yeah, Phil's broke. He's not hiring a lawyer. And what are you going to do? Like, also, let's say he just sues one detractor. Well, that detractor's defense can be, but all these other people are doing it. You can't just sue one of them. You have to sue all of them. And I think he's a moron and he doesn't understand what fair use is. Like, clearly what we do here is a transformative work. You see the different graphics and the logos, and we're doing commentary over it. It is a transformative work, 100%. What we do here is the textbook definition of fair use. You can't sue somebody for that. They could just get a motion to dismiss based on fair use.
Internet content creator has a right to privacy, a right to keep things private, a right to not be transparent about everything in their private life that has nothing to do with their content. If you don't understand that separation and that right, please move on and don't watch my content anymore.
Yeah, but Phil is an idiot, and he doesn't realize that when you do things like declare bankruptcy, those become public records, and then people can find out about it.
You're not welcome here. People who are obsessed and think they are crazily demanding of things, you're entitled to nothing.
Him talking about people being entitled. This guy thinks that he's entitled to $150 a stream, no matter what, right? No matter what, he's entitled to $150 a stream. Trolley Troll is here with one for the goal. As long as you don't call me a dent, I prefer to be called an angel. Trolley Troll is definitely an angel. And we'll even canonize you a saint if you keep the donos coming, Trolley Troll.
Cash money, bitches. Cash money.
Cash money, my friends. Thank you, Trolley Troll. Now, we'll finish this one up. We've got a bunch of clips to get through, and I have some on my Twitter as well.
You get what I give you, and you like it. That's it. That's not an unreasonable demand. Any normal person would say that makes sense. But if you can't get that in your head, if your head doesn't click and say, okay, that makes sense. That doesn't make sense to me. I'm entitled. Goodbye. I don't want you here. You're not entitled. You need to move on and get some help. Maybe there's other creators who like that kind of behavior. Not me. And again, if anything, this last week has completely 100% proven and corroborated everything I've said about the vortex around me. I'm not involved with it, but they are all directly dependent on me. Without me, they dry up in the hot sun like a weed with no water.
Yeah, Phil has made a lot of other comments too. Like, for example, he said if he doesn't give them the content to restream or clip or use, then they don't eat. Their family doesn't eat. Like, do you really think that my children won't get to eat because you took a week off, Phil? Are you that fucking stupid? Right? But maybe my case is different because my whole channel is not dedicated to Phil, and it never will be. I'm just fascinated by this e-begging slob, and I can't stop watching, so we cover him occasionally.
They have absolutely nothing to do. they become irrelevant. Get it?
Oh, I'm
And
irrelevant
the fact
now.
that they are irrelevant without stealing my content proves in a
He
court of
never
law
has
that
any
I
evidence.
own their content.
He owns my content now? DSP tries it memology. Yeah, they're all the detractor channels are going to stop doing it, Phil, because you've threatened to sue people. Like, it's totally ridiculous. Totally ridiculous. Okay, so the next one is DSP Unreal Begging feels abandoned by his fans for not hitting the goals after taking the week off. We'll do this one next.
I want
Again,
you to
this
understand
is
something.
DSP Memology. Be sure that you go subscribe. Yeah, he was really, just as I predicted, he used the excuse that he lost a week's income to just beg like a crackhead. What a crackhead beggar he is.
Gifted subs on Kick would be really, really appreciated, okay? Why?
Oh, thanks, Tenno.
Because I was gone for a week, unscheduled, not expected, and obviously there were no streams, no revenue, no income. Now, I'm not destitute or anything like that. I'm making this clear.
I'm pretty much to the point where, yeah, I'm financially destitute. It sucks. So it is what it is.
But I'm going to be getting paid this week soon. I think it's like Thursdays that I get paid by Kick. And anything that I make tonight and tomorrow's first stream counts towards that payment and would help me a lot because I'm missing a whole week of income. So if you're on Kick tonight and you're going to contribute, please,
nobody else
subs
is having
tonight.
those problems.
Subs
Go
tonight
check
would help me
your
a lot.
browser.
All right, it would.
It's not
so
my.
If you can, yes, please
not
do.
my
Let's
fault.
hit these goals. Let's get some subs. Let's get it going.
Nope.
How long have I been playing? Oh my god, I've almost been playing an hour? Dude, every time I play this game, I swear
If
it
they're
feels like I just
irrelevant,
started.
why
It does
are
not
you-
feel like I've been streaming for an
Yeah,
hour.
why is he talking about
It feels like
them?
I've been streaming
Exactly.
for like 15 minutes. Well, crap. Guys, I hope you're enjoying.
How
Thanks
are
for
you,
chilling with me
broke
here as I
Phil?
work on my treehouse. Please support the stream if you haven't. We are more than a third of the way to the goal for the night, but we are not near the goal yet. Okay?
Not
and
near the
right
goal.
now, the top tip is only $2. We only have like 2 or 3 subs on Kick. Basically, we can do a lot better. We get some momentum rolling. No one tonight has named anything. Remember, for $20, you can name something in Minecraft.
Oh,
Also, keep in
gee.
mind,
Wow.
what I told you guys is this. If I keep getting support from
If I gave him $20, would he let me name something Pig Roach Beggar? You think?
Minecraft, then I'll keep playing it. But if it dies out and it starts to get really slow on these streams, then I'm probably not going to play it anymore.
Poor Phil. He only made $17 so far, and he's been streaming for over an hour. Dude, you could fucking work at McDonald's and make more money, Phil.
Ladies and gentlemen, money talks. Money
What do I do?
talks.
You know what I mean? Like I'm enjoying my time
Yes,
in Minecraft
we
and
did.
chilling with you,
Pablo
but right
Meza.
now, my time is very valuable because people want me to play.
Pablo Meza with one for the goal asked, did you ever react to Familia DSP Wolverine figure episode? Yes, we did. We've already done that. When there's a new Familia DSP episode, we will react to it, I suppose. But thank you for your kindness.
Why did I spend the money? So just why did I spend all that money? Because I'm going to get more. Trust me. I know I'm going to get more. I know I'm going to get more money. You don't have to worry about it.
Ha ha! Yes, I will.
A whole bunch of stuff all at once. Okay, so if you want to see Minecraft continue, please support it tonight. And let's get the going. Let's hit this goal. All right.
Every time Phil says that he needs money, he's scamming you.
Right now, who's the top
Great edit.
fan on YouTube.
That's so
It is still
true.
Tobomaru. Remember, he did that super chat at the very beginning of the stream, and really, no one else has really super chatted. So Tobomaru's been on top the entire time. Gonna take a breather.
You know what's funny? He's so seething that like he's so angry every time Kino Casino takes a week off to go on vacation. Did they ever come back from vacation and say like, well, we didn't have any income last week, so you guys need to donate more right now? Like he will use anything to beg, any excuse he can. There's experience points now in the YouTube chat for participation and for contributing to the live chat. He's trying to use that as an excuse to beg.
Break to stretch my legs and use the restroom. But guys, please support the stream tonight. What are we even at? I'm not even paying attention. Oh, look, we're only at 53. Guys, we're at $53 of support. We only have an hour left on the stream. We have 2 goals left for DSP Tries It Super Chicks. We got to hit the goal tonight and tomorrow so we can do this tomorrow. It'd be perfect timing tomorrow. So my wife comes home from work and we can just order and try together. We don't have to cook, all right? So let's do it right now.
Give me money so my wife doesn't have to cook me dinner. Like, come on, dude. I would, I would like, I was going to say something really nasty. I would never, ever tell my audience to give me money so my wife doesn't have to cook, right? But our situation is weird too because I work from home, so I cook dinner almost every day. But still, like, imagine me saying, "Come on, guys, I really need to order pizza for my family." So, thank you, Pablo Meza, for your kindness, generosity, and support of the show. Much, much appreciated. Who needs more help, him or us? That is correct, sir.
Like, seriously, let's get a tip bigger than $2. Let's get some membership support. Let's get some subs over on Kick. I saw some of you over there, some of you are supporters, and you're sitting there and you're not supporting. And that's enough of that, all right? Let's get some support. I'm going to go use the bathroom, come back, and I'm going to do shout-outs for the support I'm about to receive.
Yeah.
I'll be right back, and then we will hit $100 of contributions. I'll see you in just a sec. I received absolutely nothing. People want me to play this. I received absolutely nothing. Wow.
KFC bucket, special Tuesday. Yeah.
All right. So, anyway.
I made Mexican casserole tonight.
And gals, we have an hour left. We're at $53.
That's an easy
recipe. In an hour, can we hit 150? Of course we can.
It's so easy, even a man can do it. You just make Spanish rice, like 2 packages of Spanish rice, a pound of ground meat with taco seasoning, a can of black beans, and a can of diced tomatoes. You mix it all up, you put cheese on top, and you put it in the oven for a half hour. And my kids sucked it down. Like, they really enjoy that. My wife, not so much. She said she'd just rather have regular tacos. So next Tuesday, I'm just going to make tacos. But I like that. I don't even know what it's called. Like Mexican rice casserole? I don't know.
And we are going to hit it because tomorrow is DSP Tries It. We want to do DSP Tries It, Super Chicks chicken sandwiches, and the custard, and the sides, like the fried pickles, I think. We're going to do all that tomorrow.
Do you think that he writes off the food purchases because he uses them? He uses the food on his show. He seems like somebody that cheap that would like write off all the fast food purchases. Maybe that's his scam. Like, oh, I can get all this fast food, and then I could write it off on my taxes because I'm eating it on my show.
But we got to hit a goal tonight and tomorrow. And another,
because he's so adamant to keep doing that. Like, it just seems bizarre that he's so adamant. Like, come on, guys, we got to hit this goal so I could get this gross fast food and stuff my fat face with it, because that's your reward, watching me eat.
Other thing, I've been doing Minecraft now for about 2 months, and I told you guys, actually more than 2 months, huh? It's been a while now. And I told you guys I would keep it in the rotation.
He does look like he smells bad.
And support, okay?
Yeah.
Have you shown up tonight?
He's one of those dudes that takes what I call a Polish
viewers
fan.
on YouTube. For some bizarre reason, we have over 100 viewers on Kick. Don't ask me why. That's bizarre. We never get that many viewers on Kick for Minecraft.
Yo, cuz, thoughts on Delco cryptids? Well, Gator, I've heard about them, but I haven't
showed
looked
up,
into it.
kind of.
But thank you for
but
your
it's
kindness.
not great
Dude, I'm going to make so much money. This is insane.
I would say yes. I would say you guys are engaged. I would say that we're talking, we're chilling, we're having some conversation when I do this stuff, and time is flying. But have you supported? Now, this is the thing. This is the third factor.
What a
thing
crackhead
is, right
beggar.
now, people want me to play 1,000,000 games. All right? So because I'm juggling so much, I'm trying to maintain the level of games that you guys want and the level of variety. I think that Minecraft worked really well when we brought it back months ago. I'll be honest. The last few times we've been playing Minecraft, we've had nights like tonight where we're halfway through. I only made like $50, and I'm like, hey guys, can we do it? And I got to keep talking and nagging and bringing it up, and then we hit it at the end. Truth be told,
he writes off tons of stuff.
The situation is that Minecraft isn't really warranting interest anymore.
I don't know.
Then we can do other stuff that you guys want, and we'll actually come and support.
He's going to wage quit Minecraft now. I don't know. My wife is an accountant, and she's extremely cautious. So I truly only write off the things that are easy to justify. Like, I got a streaming PC last year. I wrote that off. and I write off the show's bills, like paying for the software or whatever, but that's about it. Like I don't write very much off. Um, I don't know. My wife is extremely cautious. She doesn't want to get audited.
Right now, I want to know, in the next hour, do you want Minecraft to continue? If you want Minecraft to continue, support the stream. Get some subs. Let's get a tip bigger than $2 stinking. Let's get some super chats. Let's get everything going. We even have
how do you think the person that gave you that $2 tip feels when you say, let's get a tip bigger than $2 stinking, Phil, you scumbag?
new system, the top.
By the way, I will take your $2 and thank you for it all day long. All of you people with the small contributions, I love all of you as much as I love the people dropping dono bombs. And I appreciate all of you too. He is an entitled, spoiled brat, this fucking kid.
Fan system in place on YouTube where you can compete for top spot. It's been sitting there for an hour and no one's done a super chat. So let's get support. If we don't get support tonight and we don't hit the goal, we're not going to do Minecraft anymore.
What a tragedy.
Last time I had financial freedom was probably 2014 when I moved out here. That was the end of it. Seriously, like 2014.
All right.
The
Just
good
being
old
honest,
days.
I don't like sitting around and having to do this. Come on, let's do this at the goal. I just want to play the game.
He doesn't like begging. Well, then why do you beg like a fucking crackhead every chance you get if you don't like doing it? You know, normal men too, like there's something wrong with this guy because normal men have something called pride, you know, and there's certain things that you don't want to do because of your pride, like begging like a crackhead, you know, or like taking money from your parents when you're in trouble or something. You know, there's certain things that most men just, I don't know, normal men have pride. This guy, not so much. Nope. He has no shame in his game. Syrax's lotion bottle. Oh my God, what a user ID. Syrax's lotion bottle. Jesus Christ, what a fucked up audience I have, but I love it. Here's a tip bigger than $2. Suffer, piggy. That's right. That's how it's done. Because Phil cries every time he still pocket watches my show. I guarantee it.
I have no money. Why would you give that man money?
To Phil, of course, right? Thank you, Syrax's lotion bottle. I'm going to have that stuck in my head. And thank you for giving me the image of Syrax jerking off with lotion in my brain that I'm not going to be able to get rid of now. Thanks a lot, dude. That dude's something else, right? He's worse than Phil, I think, that dude. Remember when he shit himself? He shit his pants live on stream. And then his mom yelled at him.
Instead of playing the game, I'm sitting here bullshitting. I don't like that. We have more important things to do. But I also have to make a living while I'm working. You understand? How do I deal with loneliness? I don't really have loneliness anymore. Why? Because I'm married and I have a family and I have a cat and you know, I'm with my wife all the time. I'm just not lonely anymore.
He's not lonely.
Nah.
He never leaves his house.
I was lonely when I was younger. And, you know, I would try to occupy myself
wow.
with other things so that I wasn't, you know, constantly thinking about being alone. There was a time in my life when I was depressed because I was lonely. But that was part of it. But I don't really deal with it anymore. I kind of got old enough that I don't have time to be lonely. I'm so surrounded with things to do that would need my attention and think, you know what I mean? That
things to do that need his attention, like playing children's video games and begging people for money. That's all he has to do. The guy never leaves his house.
There's no way I could possibly be lonely in a single day.
How could he possibly be lonely?
Beautiful, so beautiful. I almost cried.
Guys, we're at 71. About a half an hour left on today's Minecraft stream. We got to hit that goal if you want to have Minecraft continue in the rotation. All right? We're at 71, so that's what, 79 to go to hit the goal for tonight.
I love how he knows exactly how many dollars. I love how he watches every dollar. And he knows exactly how much that he needs to beg for. Like, it is something else, this guy. I have no idea what I make on a night until YouTube tells me like a day and a half later. Sometimes I look at that just so I can see how the show's doing and how the support is. But Jesus, he knows to the penny.
Minecraft going, okay? For about 10 to 15 more minutes. So we either need a large show.
Can somebody tell me in the audience, do a lot of adults play Minecraft, or isn't it mostly isn't it a children's game? I don't know. My 9-year-old plays it, but I didn't know that adults play it, right? I just did not know that. Skyridge, put the fries in the bag, piggy. Thank you for your kindness, generosity, and support. 10 pounds. Very, very kind of you. Thank you. And yes, put the fries in the bag, piggy.
Dude, I'm going to make so much money. This is insane.
I do think it's funny that we make more than one of Phil's goals in an average show here. And I never beg. Like, I'll mention if we have a goal. Have I even mentioned it yet? We're at 9 of 50. Wow, that's it? No, I'm kidding. We got 4 or 5 really good super chats before the show even began. But thank you, Skyridge362. Very, very kind and generous of you. And we appreciate all the support. He's broke. Praise the cash, bitch. Yeah, like, I don't understand how he doesn't see. Like, I know he sees about the casino boys, like, oh, they just turn their stream on and people throw thousands of dollars at them. That's because they're awesome and they're entertaining, right? Like, I don't understand. Has he not watched other video game streamers and saw that they don't beg ever or rarely? You know, maybe some of them, I don't know. I thought maybe this is just a video game streamer thing and they're all like Phil. I had to go watching gamers on Twitch to see, and I didn't see any begging, right? So doesn't he know like that people make more money than him and they never mention support? They don't. The fact that he just so twists his audience's arms off begging like a crackhead, and it's like it's every single stream. It's not like occasionally he has a rough stream where he only gets $20 in support, so he starts begging. He does it every fucking day, this guy.
Support for Minecraft right now, or this might be it. You know, this has been a game that I really enjoyed coming back to. I'll be honest with all of you. It's chill fun. I'm getting back into it. I'm starting to remember things. I'm building of my own accord things that I want to do. I'm liking the interaction. But this is now like stream 3 or 4 of Minecraft where we're having a hard time hitting goals, and it doesn't make sense when we have other things in the rotation that easily hit every time.
Douglas Dietrich begs,
so
not nearly
I think
as
this
much,
might be it for Minecraft.
Does
Unless we get support right now, I might just be done with it. And you know, maybe
because
he's
in the future
we bring it back
that is
again,
correct.
But we're just not getting
sir.
support. What happened? We've had like two subs all night. We had a $2 tip is the biggest tip we got tonight. So
yeah,
I don't think that
he went
it's there
on
anymore.
about going one day with no begging.
It was a gimmick to see it come back
like
after 5 years, but now they've been playing it for over 2 months. I do think that people are bored of it, or else they would be here and supporting it. They're not. Okay? No, I'm not gonna do another Minecraft stream to see if people rally. We've already done multiple streams like that. And I think at one point you just got to say, all right, I guess that's it. The interest is waned. And I think it has.
Unless we hit the goal children's game.
During this fishing trip, I'm done. I'm not going to keep doing this. And then we have a stream that's great and a stream that's slow and a stream that's great and a stream that's slow. Enough. We'll do other stuff. There's
like
more than
one day is an actual measure.
All right, so guys, last
hey
chance.
Guys, I went one whole
Once this
day
rain
without
settles,
begging.
that's it for the Minecraft stream. But, you know, it is what it is. It's extenuating circumstances. You want to know
that one day he went without begging, he used that as an excuse to continue to beg because he said, see, I didn't ask for money. I didn't beg and I didn't hit the goal that day. So I have to beg. No other streamer complains this much about not getting money though. You're right. I've never seen anybody do it. I knew one show host that's he wrecked his whole show because he had one time. That's why I'm so fascinated with Phil and how he could keep going. This one show host I know or knew, I haven't talked to him in forever. He started getting very frustrated because I think he lost his day job or something. And so he was streaming a lot and he was really not getting a lot of super chats or support or Patreon supporters, whatever. He crashed out and started yelling at his audience. like, you guys are just here to leech. Nobody wants to contribute. Why am I working so hard at this? And you people are just taking you're not contributing. And he went ape shit one day and he lost like his entire audience. The next day he streamed to 4 people and he had a few hundred usually watching him. So that I'm fascinated that Phil can get away with this and keep it up. Cootie the Kid 07 says he's a bum. I agree.
But let's face it also, money talks.
Thanks for letting it speak to me.
Truth, I feel like if I didn't take the week off, tonight would be fine. If I hadn't taken the week off for personal reasons, I probably would be good tonight and we wouldn't have any problems at all hitting the goal. But, you know, you get that interruption and it affects stuff negatively and it sucks. And there's nothing I can do about it. It's life. That's going to happen. Sadly, I hate to say it, as I get older, more things like that will happen. There'll be times when out of nowhere, I just can't be here regularly. And I need to take some time away. And it sucks that because we had this consistency interrupted, that now we have regulars who used to support aren't here. Like right now, I can tell you there's 3 or 4 people who were supporting Minecraft regularly. They're not here tonight.
Oh, he just admitted that he streams for 3 or 4 people. He streams just for the 3 or 4 whales. He just admitted that. Loser. Thank you, Cootie the Kid 07. Moth loves detracting, throwing in, not only is he broke, but he's bald. That is correct, sir.
Without going into specifics yet again, yeah, I have no money. I'm being honest here. I have no money right now.
Well, now I have some, thanks to Moth Loves Detracting. Thank you for your kindness, generosity, and continued support. Big show supporter. Many of you, continuing show supporter, and I appreciate it very, very much. We'll check in with the Kick chat. No, nothing on the Kick side. I'm going to turn that Kick stream off soon if we don't get some support.
No, Clyde, we've done this a million times. Tonight was just an unlucky night. Give it another chance. I've given this game another chance like 3 times. You understand? I have. But would I want more 2 $50 tips or 1 $100 tip? It doesn't matter.
Hey, money is money. One thing I think about, money is money.
When we watch, there's not going to be a
I
discount
love the
that's going to
edits
save it.
this
Dude,
guy,
it's $20
DSP Memology,
to
does.
permanently name something in the world that I'm in. If I say, oh, it's now $10, do you think 8 people are now all of a sudden going to jump up and be like, oh, we'll do it now? No.
It's $20 to name something in his stupid game fake world.
I don't even have enough name tags and enough signs to do 8 namings. I think I have 3 or 4 name tags and 1 sign. All right, and just to show you, man, of course this has to happen tonight. And I also have mending. So if I put mending on there, that's an insanely good bow. Like ridiculously over the top good bow. Folks, it looks like this is it. For now, I mean, I'm going to sign off from this video saying this is the end of Minecraft for now. It doesn't mean, I mean, if someone does that crazy Hail Mary when I'm just signing off here for the night, then it could save. And it has been saved like that before. But like I said, the usual parties who I've seen who are here for Minecraft and support it aren't here tonight. There's a good 2 to 3 people who regularly supported Minecraft just for Minecraft. And then, of course,
they're not here. So again, he admits that he's really streaming just for the 2 or 3 whales that help him hit the goal every day.
There's 1 or 2 people who were like, do big contributions on Kick. They're not here either. So there's nothing I can really do about it. It is what it is. I think this has been a great playthrough for the 2.5 months or so we've been doing it. But I think it may be time to hang it up, folks.
Doesn't he understand like the law of averages? Like, I mean, you know, the day before this, he hit 150 twice. That's 300, right? So what's the big deal if you don't? He acts like his fucking world is going to end if he doesn't get the goal every stream.
Right. So for Minecraft with mods, it's been fun. I've had a lot of fun doing it. We are going to save it, meaning maybe I will go back to it at some point. I don't see why. Eventually, maybe if we get bored or we want something different in the rotation, we could go back and give it another shot.
Oh, here's the board meeting.
Maybe it's just that we're doing it too often and people are just bored with it. I don't know. But for me, you know, it is what it is. I enjoyed it.
It is what it is,
I would like to keep it
Phil.
in the rotation, but I got to do what people want. And when, you know, we've now had multiple streams of this game having this issue. I think that people are speaking up, right? So for Minecraft 2025, and especially this Java run, I hope that you guys have enjoyed it. Let's save up. and maybe we'll continue it someday. But for now, this is Minecraft signing off. Everyone, enjoy it and have a good night. Thank you so much for watching and supporting this far. Peace out.
Yeah, he sounds really grateful for the support that he did get, right? He sounds like a bitter, angry little man. A bitter, angry little man. DSP threatens to shut off Kickstream, uses Fat Cat to beg, and Cologne review salt. Let's go to this one first. He called people's broke bums for having 9-to-5 jobs.
I want you to understand something.
Okay, we've all seen that clip 100 times.
I'm going to lose my house. I'm doing what I love for a living until I die or I choose to hang it up. It's that simple. It's just that simple. I have the power to control my own destiny, and I wield it here in my clenched fist. Do you understand?
Here he is.
As you can see, there's been some changes around here. I took the air conditioner out of the window to get some fresh air tonight. Hopefully, this will help alleviate my allergies moving forward now that it is cool enough to finally do so and I have to worry about having the air conditioner blasting constantly. Let's talk about the schedule. Tomorrow morning, 10:45 a.m. Pacific time.
I absolutely refuse to do anything
2040,
until we get
he's
one
still
sub.
begging.
Why is my shirt crooked? Until we get one sub on Kick, I'm not going to do anything. In fact, you know what? My shirt, it really is crooked. Like, it's bothering me. What is going on with this shirt today? I'm going to sit back and I'm going to relax. Stick my feet up here. All right? Go. Oh, it's relaxing, actually. I put my legs up. Oh, this is nice. I should do this more often. This is very comfortable. Waiting for a singular sub. One sub is all it will take.
He's going to cross his arms, bitch and cry, and beg like a crackhead, and not... He's holding the content hostage. Era is here with a kind and generous 5, says he made $1,000 in a day and somehow blew it all in a week. I've never seen anyone who is so boring spend that much money that fast. It's amazing, but he's pumping it into that stupid game. Like, Era, I'm not kidding you. I took the DSP money and the extra money that I got from the Kino bump, thanks to them, right? And I bought a fucking forest. Like 6 acres. I bought a 6-acre property with my money, right? He bought like pictures of Hulk Hogan and characters in a mobile children's video game. It is absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Why did I spend the money? So just why did I spend all that money? Because I'm going to get more. Trust me. I know I'm going to get more. I know I'm going to get more money. You don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, he never learned, Era. There's a very important lesson that an older friend of mine that I worked with taught me when I was very young. I think I was like 20 years old. He taught me that you never live above your means. You live beneath your means so that you always have extra money. Just because you can afford to go buy a brand new Corvette doesn't mean you should do that, right? You don't live at the level of whatever your income is. You live beneath that so that you will always have extra money because emergencies happen, things happen, especially as a homeowner. Like every year I think, oh man, we might have to replace this furnace. And that's like 10 grand, But he never learned that lesson. He spends every dollar he gets before he even gets it. And then that's why he's constantly begging, because he always needs more, because he spends all of his money on stupid shit like a children's video game. I'm sorry. Kara says, he was sheltered and never taught anything. Yeah, it appears that way, right? I really think if he would have listened to Andy and PPP, he would be rich right now. Like they're rich, Then
we can get back to our usual routine.
Like, what if he leaned into the drama and let people come on? Like, what if Kino had him as a guest and then let me come on and grill him and bust his balls about being a beggar? And, that would have been great content. Or not just me, like have him on every week with like Duty busting his balls for being a scumbag, or, that being said, or what's this, Toxicology Unmasked, or Bland Poe, any of the detractors. They should have put him on the Kino Casino with a detractor to just argue and call him a scumbag every week. You know how many people would tune in to see that? And he could have made a shit ton of money, but he's a moron. He is a moron.
But we got to get something going on Kick over there. I don't know what's going on. How many viewers do I have on Kick right now? 83? We got 83 of you sitting there with your thumb stuck up your buttholes? 83 viewers.
83
Comparing
viewers.
to that, we have 231 YouTube viewers. So about 3 times as many on YouTube than on Kick, but they've got 100% of the support. The YouTube viewers deserve some love this morning. I want to say thank you to the YouTube viewers this morning. In fact, I'm going to give you applause. Thank you to YouTube for being nice to me, for supporting me, for liking the content, and for being...
I just realized something that kind of depressed me. Phil gets more Kick viewers than me. But in fairness, that's people in there to troll him, because the Kick chat is apparently it's easier to troll him in the Kick chat. I don't know.
Here for me when I need you. You guys are awesome. Seriously, I actually legit appreciate that. Many of us are struggling financially, says Michelle Soguchi.
Oh, here's
so get a job.
Dark Side Phil telling everybody to get a job is pretty surreal.
Usually, when you're struggling financially, is what you do is you seek employment. You go out and you do some work, and in exchange for the work, you receive financial compensation. Then you can spend said compensation on whatever you want.
He's literally telling his audience to go get a job or a second job so that they could give him more money. When you have financial problems, you don't go get a job, Phil. You beg your audience to bail you out every time.
Like a song.
So many people right now want me to throw in the towel. They're like, Phil, contract negotiation with Machinima, you're making less money. Problems with the channel, false copyright strikes, all the negativity on your videos. Give up.
Yeah,
Go
he
get a
does
job, go
that
get a
fake
9-to-5
laugh
job
so
that
that
barely
it can
pays
come
your
off
bills
like
and
he's
give
not
up on
serious. But he
They're
is
hate watching.
serious.
Why would they contribute? I mean, in a lot of cases, you're right. Again, we're not dumb. We know that a lot of the people who sit there in the Kick chat are the holdovers from the Kino Casino baloney arc, right? We know this. Some of them are not. Some of them are legit fans and fun people.
You're right,
and some are just
Sandra. That's the
toxic
way to do
dicks.
it.
And they sit there and they think that they're actually, doing something. I don't know what they think they're doing.
Electric
I
lawnmower.
don't get it.
Nice.
The best part about it is these people still don't understand it. Like this person who says, begging for money while telling people to get a job is true art. What I do is called entertainment, genius. I entertain an audience
Begging
for free.
for money
Then I
while
ask
telling
for
people to get a
compensation
job.
and I receive said compensation. It's work. And in fact, there is an art to it. There is. That's why not everyone can do it. Get it? That's why so many people try to do it and fail. Because they don't have it. They don't have the charisma. They don't have the focus. They don't have the drive. They don't have the skill. They can't enunciate. They can't talk. They can't interact. They can't do it. If anyone could do it, why wouldn't everyone be doing it?
You're a grown-ass man asking your audience in wheelchairs for
Oh my
money,
god.
bro.
Alright, here we
Get
go.
a fucking job.
Here we go.
You've been begging. You always got some sort of.
Blah 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 blah. Okay.
Somebody in a game
What an
was
idiot.
calling
He
him
still
out
thinks
for
that he
being
can hear
a
him,
beggar.
too.
Exactly. It's work. You need talent. You need skill. You need all those things to be successful, just like any other job. And the truth is, I don't have
$100
to
stream
answer
pass.
to anyone.
Yes.
I don't have a boss that yells.
Is that what he's going to charge? He's going to charge people $100 to be able to restream him or to use his clips. Cave Teeth with a kind and generous $4.99 says, "Have you heard about Phil's $100 stream pass yet, Steve? Is that really what he's going to charge? $100? What a piece of shit."
Dude, I'm gonna make so much money. This is insane.
He's literally wearing sunglasses because PPP started. Yeah, and I won't say anything about wearing glasses myself, but I wear mine for medical reasons, actually. I have third nerve palsy, which is commonly called a lazy eye. And I don't want my eye to be wonky on stream. It looks weird. $100 a month is what he's going to charge. Yeah, good luck collecting money from me, pal. I will never give him a penny. But I will say this. I would like to thank DarkSydePhil. Because of DarkSydePhil And the Kino Casino hooking me up with that interview and putting me on to covering Phil, I was able to buy a 6-acre plot of land in the beautiful mountains of Pennsylvania. And if not for Phil and that this whole arc, I probably would not have that kind of money to be able to put down a huge down payment. I paid half of it in cash, and that was DARKSYDEPHIL money. That was all of the money from that. So thanks, Phil. Shitting on you has been very profitable for me. And I will be the first, I would be the first to thank him, because I'm going to have a beautiful wooded, private 6-acre estate in the Pennsylvania mountains with a private road and everything. And that's an awesome, beautiful thing to have. I don't waste my money on dumb shit like Phil.
Yells at me and says, me, but I'm doing things wrong. I'm my own boss. So I'm a step above people who have to work the 9 to 5.
Holier than thou. I'm better than those content creators, man. Because I have a job where I work 9 to 5 and I bust my ass at my job and I earn a paycheck, man. And then I come home. See, I'm not on the internet begging for money all day, man. See, I'm better than them, man. No, you're not any better. Everyone's the same. No one's better than anybody else.
Oh my God.
Hate to break it to you. On this planet, not one single human is more or less important than the other humans. Okay? I don't care how rich you are, how prominent you are, how famous or not famous you are. Everyone's the same. Everyone has a right.
Yeah, what a hypocrite. And here a few years later, he's telling everybody how much better he is than you losers that have to work 9 to 5 jobs. I will say this. Anybody who gets to do this for a living is very, very fortunate. And I consider myself very, very fortunate because, with my situation, I don't know if everyone knows it, but if you didn't, I have a nonverbal autistic son. And he's basically handicapped, and he needs 24/7 supervision, and help. And so I had to do something so that I would have the freedom to take care of him properly. So I chose to do this, and I'm very fortunate. I see people. Sometimes I'm up early in the morning. I see people going through the, getting in their cars and going off to work. I love not having to do that. He should be grateful for the fact that he doesn't have to do a 9 to 5 job and, not be busting people's balls like he's better than them because of it.
Success, and everyone has a right to do what they want to do.
And by the way, I am not crapping on people who have to work the 9 to 5. I was there for a very long time. Right? I had a job since I was 15 years old. I wasn't even legally able to be employed, and I had a job where I was getting paid under the table to make my own money so that I could pay for things myself. And I had a job since I was 15 all the way until I was laid off from my job at the helicopter company in 2010. And then I started work for myself.
He hasn't had a real job since 2010.
And now here I am,
it's 15
years later, successful. This is not begging. This
He calls
is called
this successful.
Self-employment, you incredible moron.
That's not begging. That's business.
I have my own company that's legally registered. I pay taxes. I do everything like anyone who has their own company. Just because it's a business model you don't like because you're jealous doesn't mean that it's not a business.
Yeah,
it just
I
means
really don't
you're
think
a broke
anybody's-
bum who's jealous that I'm successful in your...
I really don't think anybody's jealous of a guy who has to beg like a crackhead for 5 hours a day on the internet. Right? Like, I don't know. I don't know.
You're not. Look in the mirror. See that? That's the most jealous person on the planet, or else you wouldn't be in my chat typing like that. Now go get a fucking job and leave me alone.
Did I participate in Small Business Saturday? I am Small Business Saturday. I am a small business. So I am the small business on Small Business Saturday. I'm working. So no, I didn't spend any money on small businesses. I am the small business.
Yeah, he shouldn't be admitting
you guys
that.
Who contributed
He's a
today,
moron.
you contributed to Small Business Saturday.
I don't know. I think he had some kind of office job at the helicopter company, but he got
Holy
laid
shit.
off, which is a
Yes,
nice way of
because
saying
keep
they
in mind,
fired his
anyone who has a
useless
sponsorship and
ass.
has a referral link, anyone who pushes a product, anyone who has any way that you could contribute, a Patreon, a GoFundMe, a PayPal for tips, anyone who does that,
Let's
they don't have a
chill on
job,
paying the
right?
taxes.
They don't have a job.
Yeah.
No, they're not employed. Well, I hate to tell you this, the feds think I'm employed. The feds say that I have a legally registered business that I pay taxes on. So if the feds say I am, that's good enough for me. All right? That's all I know.
Even an office
I was more
job,
focused at
what
that
they do, you
time
know,
at just getting
you're
through normal
into
streams and worrying about sub goals and the like.
helicopters,
The other
maybe.
thing
Yeah, I don't
is,
know.
this is being quite honest, financially with everything going on with me, this month I really, really need the support with tips. If I don't raise enough money by the end of this month to have my taxes filed, I am in serious trouble with the feds. All right, like being honest. So
Pay my
I would rather
taxes for
say,
me,
okay,
guys.
forego the sub goal
Guys,
this month.
you got to pay my
It is what it
taxes
is.
for me.
If we don't get a ton of subs this month, what can I say?
Oh, that's pretty interesting. They saw how useless he was. Yeah, he is pretty useless, this guy. Okay. Next.
Well, let me tell you something, brother.
This is from Snort Hogan, who makes great clips, so I don't have to. 1 second.
I was about to press this button to do this. Like literally I had my finger on the button. Lance Catamaran came by and did a big sub bomb and we hit the goal. So we did hit the goal. We're at 59 out of 60 goals hit. 1 goal needed. This stream hit the goal. It's DSP tries it super chicks, which would be absolutely, positively
I'm in trouble with the
perfect
feds.
timing.
Story of
Why?
his life.
Because my wife is working. When she comes home,
My
she wouldn't have to cook.
taxes. Yeah, come
And
on,
instead,
guys. Give me money so
we
my
could just
wife
have the
won't have to
food,
cook.
And it would be good because we haven't done it in a week and a half. So let's get that going. You're not funny. There's no new policy on YouTube.
That's
I've been saying
interesting,
this
Indie
over and over.
Horizon.
There is no new policy on YouTube. YouTube's policy has always been in effect, claiming you can't use reused, regurgitated, spammed, copy-pasted content. But YouTube has never enforced it. You know,
No,
they just
they
haven't
enforce it,
cared.
just not
Will
for
YouTube actually
Phil.
enforce their rules starting today?
Then do takedown requests.
I don't
We'll
know.
see.
I'm
ahead.
not going to have anything to do
File
with it.
false copyright claims.
I guess we'll see what happens.
And
If
then the
anything
strikes
changes, I
revert
almost
to you
guarantee
when
nothing
people
will
fight
change.
them
It's just going to
and-
be
and
more of the
appeal
same
them.
and no one's going to care. Oh, so yeah, the new leaderboard's in effect on YouTube. You guys can see it, I'm sure, right? So that new leaderboard is called Top Fans, and it resets every stream.
Hopefully
It's
they shut
tracking
down
things
duty.
such as the
What?
amount you're chatting, the amount you're watching, how many times you like, and contributions via super chats and super stickers. It currently does not track memberships. Don't ask me why. You would think it should, but it doesn't.
Oh.
And the way it works is I think every hour you earn 75 experience as long as you're active in the chat. But there's a limit that you can only earn 75 experience.
He is a
But if
ferocious
you super
beggar.
chat, you get
That is
50
correct.
experience per dollar. So if you did a $5 super chat, you would earn 250 experience points. That's how it works. Okay? Really? So Chris said it's like 50-50 in the UK for precipitation. Adam says, I don't know about the UK. Here in Virginia, it rained almost every day. It hasn't even really been summer for him. Oh, been the opposite for me. We had some really hot days here. Today,
That's interesting. So Phil is using the new experience points system on YouTube to beg for more super chats. Come on, guys. You get 250 experience if you send a super chat. Fuck, I'm gonna start doing that. Don't you guys want to have a high experience level when you're in my live chat? You got to send some Jesus Christ, what a begging pig.
is supposed to be hotter. I think tomorrow actually is supposed to be the hottest, like of this crazy, again, summer heat wave we're getting. I know. Spawn Killer says, I remember when you moved or were moving, everyone said it didn't get super hot in Washington. It's nonsense. It's what it is. It's a generalization. In general, the weather here in the Seattle area of Washington State is a lot of rain and moderate temperatures. Okay. That means no heat, no extreme cold, no ice and snow, but no hurricanes, no thunderstorms, nothing like that. Right. But we do have times where it's really hot.
I'm pretty sure there's thunderstorms in the state of Washington, you moron.
In the summer, like we had one back in May, we had one back in now in June, and now in July we're having another week where it's really hot here. I've got all of my air conditioners pumping. I've got a tons of fans in my house now blowing this cooled air through the house to keep it cold. If I don't, it's going to get really hot and stuffy in here.
I guess he doesn't have central air.
Now it doesn't
but
last.
Neither do I.
It'll probably be for a few days, then it'll cool down again, then it'll get hot again, then it'll cool down again. That's how it is.
Oh, we're
You know, it's
getting a
not like
weather
some places
report
where the
from
entire summer is
DARKSYDEPHIL now.
insanely really hot and it's not humid at all. That's the other thing here. It's dry heat.
He complains about 60-degree
But the
Fahrenheit
misconception
weather.
is, it's
Come to
always
Florida,
raining
Phil,
and
you won't survive.
mid weather. It's not. We do get some extremes, just not a lot.
Yeah, it touches
First
the coast.
contribution
It
of
rains
the
and
day.
it's windy all the time. Exactly.
A $2 tip has arrived. No, everyone, please, we can stop with the nonsense. All right. I said it yesterday. I'll say it again. No drama. Once again, and this happens every once in a while.
Yeah, I wouldn't let
every
him
once
work
in a while,
on something that I was going to
someone
fly
says,
in.
"Oh,
Never.
Darkside Phil, I'm going to invoke the name of Darkside Phil in a dramatic way. I'm going to try to get his attention so he'll name drop me and talk about me in his content so that I can get attention." I don't play that game anymore. So I don't give a crap who's name dropping me, who's trying to create drama. I ignore it. All right.
This was
so
the Billy Mitchell thing.
yesterday,
Yeah,
people
Billy
on the
Mitchell
street were
said
telling me
he's
about it.
going to
Now
get
someone just tipped me
sued.
too, but I don't care. I don't give a shit. I am so far above this nonsense.
Oh, he's above it
It
all.
had nothing to do with it.
He's-
I don't care. Go ahead and invoke my name as much as you want. You'll be talking to yourself. You're in an echo chamber yelling at the wall to yourself. No one gives a shit about you. That's for sure. So thanks for $2. He says, with seconds left and goals still
Three
unmet,
ACs
Lance
upstairs and
Catamaran
multiple
emerged
fans
from
in
a
the hallway
cloud
to
of
blow it
gifted subs,
downstairs.
whispered now, the tip bar bowed in reverence. That's right. What I said yesterday, it was as if
he would find a way to damage it just by washing it.
it was like the day was lost. And it was the absolute
What is Billy
11th
Mitchell
hour.
going to sue Phil for?
And the Justice League had been crushed, and the people were about to be completely consumed by Brainiac, and then all of a sudden,
drama, but
out of
proceeds
nowhere,
to threaten
Superman
detractors for
broke through the wall with his Kryptonian punch and
Gotta
felled
love
the
the
enemy and
hypocrisy.
saved the day
That is
last minute.
correct.
And I really feel like Lance Catamaran is one of them, but there's a few people
Like
who
watching
do this,
someone talk
like they
to a
wait on
mirror.
purpose. They literally wait till the absolute positive last minute to contribute, probably because number one, they want to see if others will contribute. So if they're going to hit
He doesn't
that
know
goal,
what
they
a
don't have to
rudder
do as
is,
much.
and he was
But
a
also, they like
maintenance
feeling like they're the
mechanic.
hero.
That's
They come in
crazy.
at the last minute to save the day and hit the goal. Or else, why not just do it earlier, right?
Facing bankruptcy. That's correct. He's broke. He's
They
bald.
get that
And he's
adrenaline rush.
gay.
They get that boost of endorphins, right? When they're like, oh, dopamine. Oh, yes, I did
Freak
it.
out over mosquitoes and swamp
Also,
dogs. Yes.
In regards to today, like I said, today the goal is to hit 60 goals. So to hit our support goal of $150 and do DSP tries it, Super Chicks. So if we do that, then I'll probably order the food and have it show up a little bit on the earlier side so that I can do DSP tries it, but not be stuck in here till past 5 p.m. And then I have no time to upload or have time with my wife. So,
Oh, yeah. He has to have time with his wife. I think time with his wife is a big, big priority for him. And there's some good news on the kick side. We finally got some kick support. Casnito Chucksino gifted 5 subs. Big support. Thank you very much for your kindness, generosity, and support. Casnito Chucksino. Thank you very much. I love the kick support. Thank you.
Dude, I'm going to make so much money. This is insane.
The kick support really is like getting an extra paycheck for the month. So I really, truly appreciate it. They take so very little. I'm considering moving everything over there, but I'm kind of concerned with the, more people find me on YouTube and we get a lot of new supporters and subscribers. So I'll probably just keep going the way we're going. But the new Internet Insanity Circus show will be kick only. I will only be doing that show there, partially because I'd like to keep 95% of the money, like Kick lets you, or the support, and also because that show's going to be too wild for YouTube. YouTube, I will get community guidelines striked off of YouTube if I do that show here. I'm sure of it. Wait till you see some of the crazy shit we have. And by the way, I announced it on my Twitter. I'm happy to announce that, when I was a child, the first circus that I remember ever going to had a magician, and that's what got me interested in magic as a kid. And I'm calling the show the Internet Insanity Circus. I have many old friends that are still professional magicians, some of them world-renowned. So we've got Rocco Solano is going to be the first magic guest star on the Internet Insanity Circus debut show. And then we've also got Franz Harari And Rocco Solano, you may have seen him on VH1. That they had that show Celebrity Cadabra where they taught celebrities how to do magic. He was one of the magicians. And he's been all over the world, most recently in China. And he's going to be like the magician for the circus. It's going to be awesome. And then we've also got Franz Harari, the illusionist, and we'll be showing some of his craziest illusions. Franz Harari is basically better than David Copperfield, in my opinion. He's got bigger and better illusions. The guy vanished a space shuttle. He vanished the Taj Mahal. He is awesome. And we are going to have both a magician and an illusionist on every episode of Internet Insanity Circus. And we're going to highlight some of their craziest, most ridiculous magic and most ridiculous illusions. Use YouTube to advertise Kick. Probably the way to go. YouTube has good discoverability. Yes, what I plan on doing is, while the stream is live on Kick, there will be a video over on YouTube telling people to go to Kick and go to the show. And same for, I will put that on Facebook, I will put it on YouTube, and I will put it on Twitch, just funneling people over to Kick. I've already thought of that, but great minds think alike. Thank you, Gunther. Let's continue with the pig roast.
I'll probably order the food out a little bit on the earlier side, since we're starting earlier, okay? So, in that regard, please let's get some support for the stream today, particularly today.
Piggy beg.
It would be very helpful on this stream to get some subs on Kick. Why? Well, I told you, last week I wasn't here. There was nothing I could do about it. It's no one's fault. It was just life, okay? I get paid by Kick Weekly.
Yeah, this is a crackhead move. Come on, guys. Hurry up and get that money in here so that I could get it on Thursday, right? Kara says, True Seekers, thank you, Steve, for this wonderful pig roast feast you have graced us with this evening. Forever praise the cash. Yes, praise it. Praise it, my friends.
I'm going to get paid by Kick in a couple of days, but it only counts up until the first half of Tuesday. It's really bizarre the way it works. Why there's a cutoff in the middle of Tuesday, I don't know, but that's how it works. So basically,
yeah. So come on, guys, hurry up and give me my money by Tuesday so that I could get it on Thursday. Like, is he really that destitute that he has to have that money on Thursday? I don't know. I don't live paycheck to paycheck. I never have. So I don't understand that kind of logic. Like, come on, guys, I'm broke and I really need money. So get that money in by Tuesday so I could get it on Thursday and spend it on Hogan pulls.
Anything I make on Kick during this stream, I'll get paid for in a couple of days. It would help me a lot. All right. So today, let's get some subs rolling in on Kick to hit that goal so that we can do DSP Tries It today. On the flip side of that, over on YouTube, you guys are now only the second day having this top fans leaderboard. So if you want to get some recognition, do some super chats or super stickers.
Oh, yeah.
All right. By the way,
get on my loser board.
Now, there was a super sticker that was done earlier, and I didn't count it. It's from Stevester, and it was $5. I really hope Stevster's doing better. Yesterday, Stevester was kind of freaking out because he said trolls were harassing him. And again, I wholeheartedly apologize to anyone who comes on my content here and hangs out with
actually
me and interacts in a positive way and supports the streams. I appreciate it. But sadly, there are people out there who are crazy nut jobs who stalk and harass people who do that. Okay? So you got to be careful about what you have on the internet. You got to make sure that if you're going to be, interacting with a streamer or a content creator, that you use an account that doesn't have your personal information, doesn't link to important accounts you're using. You want to have it as kind of like a burner account, so no one can mess with you.
Dave says, I never knew why people hated him so much until I watched this
doing better because yesterday he was in a bad way. And, it looks like he came back and he super chatted earlier. So thank you, Steester. Okay.
It's wild how much of a real life NPC
some time. What do you guys want to chat about? Tag me in the chat. You want to do a little bit of Q&A? And please, let's get some support rolling in. Let's get this goal on the move so we can
I don't know what's going on
today.
Butters.
It's the perfect time to do it.
Sorry you're having
What are we
difficulty.
eating? I'm having at least 1 to 2 of the sandwiches from Super Chicks. I'm going to get those fried pickles. That sounds interesting. And I'm probably going to get some kind of a custard dessert. I don't know if it's going to be the blended custard with toppings. I don't know if I'll get a shake, something like that.
Best
so with
kind
that,
of Brooke.
currently Heart Entertainment is actually in first place right now on the channel because of that super chat. Kingdom Hearts.
He encourages
I can't
burner
see the rest of
accounts,
the
then
name.
thinks people are
Is in
defrauding him when
second,
they
and then
donate
Danzak
from
is in
burner
third.
accounts. Make sense. He's a
As
moron.
you guys can see, because of their super
Makes
chats,
sense.
they
He's a
jump
moron.
up the leaderboards.
He's
How
a
do you
complete
prevent
and total
burnout after
moron.
doing the job for 17 years? Can you believe you're almost 20 years into it? What an accomplishment. Well, first of all, it's because I'm not doing the same
begging
job.
for 20 years
When I
is not
started,
an
I was
accomplishment,
doing on-demand
friends.
videos exclusively, where it was just me sitting around doing this offline commentary while I played a game. And it was all about pumping out the maximum number of videos a day, getting maximum number of views a day, and getting through a game as quickly as possible, getting those day one views for new releases, and then moving on to the next game. Now I'm completely different. Now it's about the live streams, the interaction with the audience,
And
getting
begging, yeah.
income and support
You're
from
not
the live
making any
streams.
money from ad revenue.
It doesn't matter how
so
far I
your
get in
money
the game on a
comes
given
from
day.
begging.
I don't need to pump out a certain number of videos. It's completely different content. So I've changed and evolved at least 2 to 3 times over the 17 years I've been doing this,
He gets
and
free
it's allowed
money
me to
from the
stay
state
relevant
for
with
being
my
mentally
audience.
ill.
In addition, because I'm a
Why can't
variety
he
creator,
just play a game for
that's
fuck's
another
sake?
major
I know,
reason
right?
why I'm not burnt out. Because any given day I'm doing something different. You know, today I'm playing GTA 4 with mods, and then I'm doing Mario Kart. Tomorrow we're doing Death Stranding 2 and Truck Sim. Thursday, all day we're doing Donkey Kong Bonanza. It's all completely different.
It wasn't a good game,
None of
but
it is
it
even
was
similar.
funny at least.
So
yeah.
it doesn't get stale. If
It
I was the
ain't
kind of
easy
person who
being
I only played
sleazy.
one game at a time, I'd be bored to tears of this as a job. I really would. I don't like that. I like jumping around and having
Biggest
variety.
piece
I
of
really
shit
do.
I've ever seen,
So
and that's saying
that's
a lot.
why. A lot of other people, they basically cornered themselves into a market. Oh, I'm the specialist of a fighting game. I only play Call of
Yeah,
Duty.
he never
I play
listens to
Fortnite.
himself. Yeah,
I could never do that. I'm sorry. I'd be
he
too
has
freaking
no
bored.
idea what
I want to cover games in
what
general.
he's
I want to be
saying.
able to
Yeah,
give you a wide scope of what's out there, give you an opinion of, you know, me and all the exposure I've had to games in the 17 years I've done this. Can't do that
imagine
if I only
watching
play
a
one
gaming
game.
channel to watch a game.
Well, goals
Yeah.
always be DSP tries it. Wouldn't it be nice to mix it up a bit like certain game nights, Among Us, Repo, Party Animals with fans? Can never do that, sadly, Axel. Every time I try to set something up like that, my detractors and trolls ruin it. They actually wait in the wings for me to do something like that so that they can spoil it. I actually used to have events planned around fan interaction and
Oh,
fan
the
lobbies and
trolls
things like that.
ruined it. It wasn't just because
And
you
they
suck
just
and you're
want to ruin
boring
it for
as hell to
everyone. What
watch.
happens is they'll take up spots, they'll not play, they'll do whatever they can to thwart it, and it doesn't work. So I've stopped trying to do it because it doesn't work, and it just becomes disappointing to those who really want to have those kind of fan lobbies. It sucks, but what can I do? That's why you never see me doing that kind of stuff. Okay. Now, specific game nights, we've done that. For example, we've had, hey, I'll play this game an extra night if we hit the goal tonight. I've done stuff like that. Like I'll do an extra Minecraft stream. I'll do an extra
No,
truck
he
sim.
never gives
stream
them extra
if we hit the goal.
content. He
Actually,
gives
we're
them
doing that
here.
tomorrow night. We're doing
I'll
an extra
eat
truck sim stream
for
because we
you.
hit the goal the other night.
That's what you get as a reward for
We've
giving
also
him
done
money.
things based on, for example, if we hit the goal,
And by the way,
I'll do.
I have better rewards. Like when I get that cult compound set up, you can come and be a part of my slave labor force, right? And we'll probably feed you and give you beverages in exchange. But it's like a free vacation, but I'm going to put you to work, right? Building cabins, and we're going to need a church building, right? For my cult and some other things. I have actually had several viewers of the show come and spend time at the cabin. That's one of those things that, like, especially if you're a contributor, I'll give you a free vacation. You know, we have a camping trailer next to the cabin that sleeps two and has its own little bathroom and little kitchen, right? That's a reward for being a supporter. Free vacation, free Pocono Mountains vacations, right? Yeah, you could wear cool hats. We're gonna design some cult. We'll give you like a cult robe too, right? I'm still deciding on those things, Hypnotoad.
A special project. Like one time I said, if we hit this goal, we'll do Lego nights. We'll try out a Lego night where I build a Lego set here. And we did. And it ended up being pretty successful for like 2 months. I was doing Legos every week and it worked really well.
Except it took him like 5 times longer than a child to build a Lego set. And I know because my 9-year-old builds Lego sets, and he could run rings around DSP putting that shit together.
So we've done stuff like that before.
And he's
But
9.
Consistency, the thing that has worked the most is DSP tries it. We've tried other things, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. DSP tries, it works every time.
Conference call for my
So as much
job.
as people like to criticize and be like, "Oh, it's boring,"
Talks about
same
how
thing,
great the
it works every
business is,
freaking
but
time.
how we
So
need to do better.
Why
It's a
reinvent
boardroom
the wheel
meeting.
if it ain't
Indigo
broke? Don't fix
Horizon.
it, right? Heart Entertainment did another $5 super chat. If you had to do YouTube all over again, what would you do differently? I wouldn't. Number one, I would not give away as much personal information as I did early on, because I gave away too much and it was used to hurt me and my friends and family. In fact, I would even go as far to say that I feel certain relationships and things that I had with people were soured because of the interaction of trolls trying to interject themselves in there to ruin things.
Phil
That's
could
number
make
one.
slime and play
Number
with
two,
it.
I certainly would be a lot more lighthearted and not as angry about things earlier on. For example, this is how you don't play, and those movements.
I definitely
because I
work
think
and
that
wouldn't
that's
beg you
a
for
lot of the
money for
reason why
nothing,
people
Steve.
turned
Good,
against
yeah.
me over a decade ago.
As soon as we
was
get
because
one
of
or
my
two
reaction
cabins
to
up,
those kind
we're
of
gonna
things. I
start
should have laughed with
the
it
slave
and maybe even
compound.
made some of my own, and it would have gone differently. And I certainly
That
would
is
have
a
adopted
nice- yeah, I
interactive
guess,
live
yeah.
streaming earlier. What I mean by that is I didn't become an
Because
interactive
his
live streamer
viewers are
until 2017.
stakeholders who make
I feel like I didn't
negative
really
profit.
perfect it until a few years ago. So if I had taken this on much earlier in my career instead of just doing the on-demand style video, I even streamed for 3-4 years and never talked to the audience. I think things would have been a lot
Stokely CFO in
different
the
too. I
quick
would have
chat says,
grown
"He
bigger.
can never
I would
do
have had a
anything for the
bigger audience who
fans."
likes to hang out with me every day. The fact is, I didn't become that until already I had this installed hater base.
Counterspell was gifted a sub.
There's a few things I could have
On the
changed,
Kick
but like they
chat.
say,
Thank
hindsight's
you for that.
20/20. And when I was
Awesome.
doing all this stuff, I was one of the very first people doing it. I was the trailblazer. I was one of the first people to do improv commentary on gameplay and make a living doing it. I was one of the first people to become kind of a streamer full-time doing gameplay. I was part of that first generation where there was no one to learn from.
Yeah, so in other words, he wasn't good at this. He was just early. That's why he made a career for himself. Not because he was good at it.
So there was no examples to say, hey, this person did it and made this mistake, so I won't do that. I'll do something different. It was just, gotta just
He
do it by the
starts
seat of
every
your
day
pants.
with this stupid
You know, I
level
am where I
one
am.
podcast.
I'm happy to be where I am.
It takes an hour for him
Asking about
to start to
detractor
play a
licenses.
single game.
Detractor licenses are between me and detractors, so it's none of your business. But thanks for the tip. That's 6 more
Don't
bucks to
slave
support.
me
We're up to
too
48.
much.
Few
Yeah,
more minutes before we start with GTA
we're only going to make the
4,
slave
but not too many,
compound
guys.
work for 8
Any last
hours
minute
a day. We'll let you
questions,
sleep
concerns,
for 6.
you know, contributions, anything for me to shout out or respond to before we begin? Now would be the time to do so.
Yeah, give me
We're gonna
money
get heavy
before I
into
even
gameplay
start
now,
the content.
and we're about a third of the way to the goal. So thanks for that. I want to definitely let's hit that goal.
Third of the way to the goal. So he made a whole $50 with his boardroom meeting. Diork 55 is here with a kind and generous $9.99. I'm just chipping in because I want some money to go to somebody, anybody other than this flannel wearing mustache douchebag. Yes. Diork 55. Remember, every dollar I get is one DSP tier.
Dude, I'm going to make so much money. This is insane.
Thank you, Diork 55. Very, very kind and generous. Big support tonight. Let's continue. What else is he going to bitch about?
So that we can do DSP tries at Super Chicks today. Your future stepdad just gifted 5 subs. Thank you to your future stepdad for a 5-sub bomb on Kick. I appreciate that. Like I said, today.
Yeah, $25 whole dollars. You'll get it on Thursday, Phil.
If you are on Kick and on this stream, if you can contribute, please do, because this is the cutoff for me to get paid this week by Kick. And man, the more I make on Kick right now, the better, because I lost out on a whole week last week.
I knew he was going to use the week off as a begging plot device. Like, come on, guys. I missed a whole week of begging. So you guys got to be extra kind and support right now, because I lost a whole week of begging money.
So anything that I could get right now is greatly appreciated and would help tremendously, okay?
Anything.
That gets us to 73
I
bucks
need
to
that
support.
Kick
We are
money.
nearly halfway there. We're $2
Begging.
away
Yes,
from being
he is
halfway to our
begging.
goal.
What a beggar.
Cal held at a $5 super chat and said something attempting to be insulting, except you paid me $5 and I'm not going to read it. So thanks.
Suffer, detractor money.
I don't know how you think that you came out the winner here. You really didn't.
I took a
You
holiday,
basically
so
walked
double
up to me
support.
on the street, handed me
Logic
a 5,
rare.
and tried to say something, and I just walked away.
He was
Thanks.
probably in jail.
What a dunce.
I got the drip going.
I think-
I got the drip going. I got the drip.
I think he flew to Thailand to bang some lady boys. That's my personal opinion, and I'm entitled to it, right? I have some clips on my Twitter. If you get a chance, be sure to follow me at Stephen Cambion on Twitter. Okay, so we'll share some of the clips that I found on Twitter this week because some of them are pretty good.
Interestingly enough, I think that it's a joke, but I had a few people contact me via DMs and emails yesterday asking me, so what is the deal with obtaining a license to restream me officially? Now,
He thinks he's going to sell licenses.
Here's why. I got like 5 or 6 of these messages. Not a single person said, here's my YouTube channel. Here's my Twitch channel. I do restream you regularly and I don't want to get into trouble. Instead, they were just like, so what's the deal with the license? You know, very professional.
One night in Bangkok makes the hard men humble.
I might do this shortly. Actually set up an
much
official
between
way
despair and
that
ecstasy.
people who are interested
Yes.
can contact me and pay me a fee to obtain a legal license to restream me for daily content. Then that way in the future, if and when I do exercise my right to have legal litigation against those who steal my content illegally on a daily basis, those people who purchased the license would be immune because they've been given permission to use my content.
Oh, so he really thinks that people are going to pay him to restream his content or pay him to do commentary? Why would they do that? It's fair use, you fucking moron. And no matter how many times he says it's illegal, it's not illegal, you moron. You better talk to a copyright attorney.
So I need to work on that because to be honest, I didn't think that anyone was going to care, but a bunch of people did contact me. But again, I don't think that they're real. I think they're just like, people messing around because no one said, hey, so by the way, I am so-and-so who you probably know. I'm one of your detractors and I restream your content daily. But actually, I think it's fair that I would pay you a fee to do it because I make a lot of money doing it. So what's the deal with that? Like, no one actually reached out to me like that. Instead of just like, hey, so how do I do it? Like, what? No. Because
he really thinks that any of his detractors are going to give him $100 a month for the privilege to be able to use his clips or his content under fair use and shit all over him. I don't think one person would sign up for that. I won't.
To be honest, to officially grant any license, I would have to know that information. I'd have to know your name. I'd have to know your channel. I'd have to know all your legal information.
Oh yeah, he wants all his detractors' legal information. So what? So he could dox them?
To be sure that all your bases are covered.
Ugh. Gosh, man. Gosh. And there were some other clips that I saved where he's basically threatening to sue the detractors into oblivion, right?
Or more, and it's not worth it. Here's the thing, though.
Here's another one.
Forsen says, to sue one of these guys, you're looking at $50,000 or more, and it's not worth it. Here's the thing, though, Forsen.
That's probably
There's a lot
correct.
of them. If it was one person doing it, I would agree with you. I'd be like, yeah, you're right. Going after one guy, small potatoes. There's a lot of these people doing it, making money.
So what are you going to do? Spend $50,000 on each detractor channel? Just off the top of my head, that's, I don't know, how many? 10, 20, 30, 40 people he'd have to sue at $50,000 a piece. Minimum $50,000 it would cost for each case. This moron is acting like he has $500,000 or $1 million to go after his trolls and detractors. It's never going to happen.
All of that money is mine. You understand? It's literally all mine because it's all my content that's being stolen illegally.
It's not illegal. It's called fair use, you moron.
I have a legal right to all of that content. I do. So if you add it all together, it's big money. It's big money and big prizes, let me tell you. Because sometimes you can win a ruling. You can just do a settlement. I would assume.
Oh, now he's a legal
if I
expert,
were to ever take
right?
this seriously and take it to court, these people do not want to go all the way because I will own everything they've ever made. Every dollar they ever made, restreaming.
Yeah, he tried to scam Kick. He
and then
did try to
legal fees on
scam
top
Kick.
of that. They don't want that. So they're all going to settle. They're all going to hit me with nice, big, juicy settlements
Era
just to get this to
with one
stop,
for the goal.
so they don't have to bleed in court.
What
for
Phil
years
just
after
described
years.
is a protection
They
racket.
don't have anything to stand on.
You are correct, sir.
The dollar signs are too powerful for a lot of people, man.
Thank you, Era. Oh, God, I can't believe this moron thinks that he's going to sue everybody, right? He's going to sue everybody. Yeah, and this is the clip where he tells people to get a job. Phil telling people to get a job. That's something else.
Many of us are struggling financially, says Michelle Soguchi. So get a job.
Phil telling people to get a job. That's something I never thought I would see. Ramblings over content theft.
I can tell you right now, out of all these detractors that I have who literally every day live rebroadcast, just literally rip and re-upload my videos, there is only one detractor. One. I'm not going to say who it is. There's only one singular detractor that the YouTube system caught and says, hey, you have the legal right to take these videos down right now if you want. That's it. Only one.
That's
now,
probably Raw Phil.
His entire channel's based around doing this, yet only one is caught by their tool. So are they saying that as of tomorrow, there'll be better stuff?
Yeah, do you believe the stupidity doxing material?
Or are they just saying
right,
that as of tomorrow, if you report it, it'll actually be taken down? I have no idea, and I don't really care. Like I've told you guys, if I am going to ever do anything...
Yeah, I don't care, but I'm going to sue them into oblivion if they don't give me $100 a month. And like, what even would that be? Even if like every detractor channel gave them the 100, like a couple $1,000s a month? Really?
It's going to be, you know, with the help of a lawyer, with the help of someone professional who knows what they're doing. Not just, you know, I'm not going to start flagging videos on YouTube. That's not me. I'm not the kind of guy that's...
That's what you're supposed to do, you moron. He won't do copyright claims because he knows, as every good YouTuber knows, if the person you file the copyright claim against appeals and wins, your channel will get a strike. I have won probably 6 false copyright claims where it was clearly fair use. I appealed every one, and 6 different people in the history of my show who falsely copyright claimed me, tried to get me a strike on my channel, ended up getting the strike reverted to their channel. Because if you file a false claim, you know, and you have to be willing, if you file a copyright claim against somebody, you have to be willing to sue them for copyright infringement. And YouTube wants proof that you filed a suit. If you don't do that within a reasonable time frame, I think it's 7 days or 30 days, I don't remember, then the strike reverts to you. So he will not file claims because he knows he'll end up striking his own channel out because his claims are false. It's fair use, Phil.
Going to sit there and start flagging people's shit. So I'm going to make this abundantly clear. Tomorrow, if people start getting flags on their content who re-upload my shit, it's not me. Once again, I guarantee you what's going to happen is the usual shenanigans. People try to flag content and say I did it when I've literally never done it. I think I showed you my flag history a couple of years ago, and there was like 2 flags. In the entire history of me on YouTube, there were like 2 flags. One was like over a decade ago, and that was Machinima doing it. And I can't even remember what the other one was. And I even showed that I had gone out of my way to reverse those flags because I knew that they were wrong.
Well,
I can tell you right
why
now.
would he file them in the first place, right?
Yes, I've made it abundantly clear that anyone who actually does transformative work, meaning they're editing my content to make original content that is not representative of the original content, I can't do anything about that at all. There's nothing wrong with that.
That's the majority of the detractors are doing commentary like, you know, That Being Said or Duty or whatever, or Kino Casino or me. So who is he really threatening to sue here? Like, I don't understand it. I don't get it.
It's only those who are raw, re-uploading my content unedited.
Oh, like Raw Phil. That's probably who he's talking about, Raw Phil.
Anyway, you can't do that. That or those who are live restreaming me. Anyone right now who literally has this stream on live on their channel, and even if they're talking over it, that's not transformative.
Yes, it is, you moron. That is the textbook definition of a transformative work. So is that it appears that what he's upset about is that people live, like when he's live, they take his stream and they listen along. I've seen Toxicity Unmasked do this, Duty. That being said, they will do commentary over his live broadcast. That is the textbook definition, Phil, of a transformative work, you moron. How could you literally have a company that's a media company and never know what fair use is? How could you be so wrong doing this for 15 years? You are an idiot. I really think he might be a little retarded. And I'm sorry to use that word. I know people don't like that word, but I think he's at least a half tard. Like not fully retarded, but like there's a little bit of it, you know, like he's got a touch of retardation.
That is illegal.
It's not illegal, you moron. It's called fair use. I am allowed, for example, here's the best example I can give. If there is, for example, a live event, like a boxing match on anywhere, I am allowed under fair use to commentate over it while it is broadcasting live. It's called fair use, Phil. You can't stop people from doing that. He's completely, I don't understand how he could run a media company and not know what fair use is, right? And if you don't like it, Phil, then maybe you should pay all the video game companies a licensing fee, since you're using their content to generate your content, right?
You are stealing my content to make money for yourself, and that is not allowed per YouTube and per the law.
That is completely and totally false, you moron.
Copyright law. You can't do it. It doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter how you try to fucking justify it. You say, oh, I have a friend of a friend who's a lawyer. You're an idiot. It's illegal. Okay?
It's not illegal.
But
and I'm just speaking from my own experience, right, Phil? I run a media company. We use all kinds of stuff under fair use. Almost every show we invoke fair use. He is a greedy son of a bitch. That is correct. That is correct.
anyone who's making the edited videos, like you just said, someone like Outsider or whatever, right? That's completely allowed. It is, as long as it's transformative. That there's nothing wrong with that content. Of course, it could be wrong for other reasons, like if it's actually completely false or misrepresented, it could be considered defamatory, which is a whole different thing that we're not even talking about right now.
You know how hard it is to win a defamation case, Phil?
Defamation. We're talking about outright theft, okay, which is a lot different.
No. Phil thinks people are stealing his content. And that is not the case. He just doesn't understand what fair use is. And, you know, I'm sure that there are people that are similarly pissed off that I will do commentary. Like, I don't think David Wilcock is too happy that I cover him and use his content, but he can't stop me. The SP is taking a page out of Wilcock's playbook, getting pity donations and threatening lawsuits to silence detractors. Yeah, very, very similar. Thank you, Arlene, and thanks for the moderation. Everybody thank our moderator, Arlene. Moody Mongol, he has an interesting voice, like a lisping Pee Wee Herman. Ha ha, lots of burping. Absolutely. If it was illegal, he could find a statute. There is none. Yeah, show us the case law that proves that it's illegal to do that, Phil. Show us the case law. I don't think that he can, because it's bullshit. It's not illegal to restream as long as you are invoking fair use. If you're using his content to educate the public about what a beggar he is, that's fair use. If you are using his content in a comedic manner, like with these songs that we start our show with, that's fair use, Phil. And you cannot stop people from doing that, no matter how much you spend on lawyers, you moron. But go ahead and waste money. And by the way, like I said, it would, like that other person in his own live chat told him, it would be like $50,000 a case just to get them started. Does he have like $500,000 to spend on going after just 10 detractors? And he's got a lot more than 10 people using his content under fair use. He cannot stop them. This is a bluff and bullshit. and it's to obtain sympathy with his audience, so they give him more money. Oh, everybody's stealing my content, guys. Can you support my stream because other people are just stealing my stream? DSP is the real reason aliens ain't coming down here. Yeah, yeah. Yes, he thinks the Klein suit would benefit him if Ethan wins, but it's not the same case at all. Yeah, I'm not familiar with the specifics of that case, but I'm here to tell you, fair use is a very, very strong defense, and it's very, very difficult for people to still force you to stop using their content. Now, there are what I call copyright trolls. And for example, some of the bigger podcasts, like I don't believe that he's doing it anymore because it created more problems than it solved. But for example, Joe Rogan had a company that would go around copyright claiming anybody that used clips from his show, even if it was fair use, even if you commentated over it. It happened to me several times, but we won on appeal. And they use like a service company that basically hounds people and hassles you with so much paperwork that you just say fuck it and you stop using their content. Another one is Gaia TV. Gaia TV copyright claims everything from their network. Even if it's a transformative work and whatever, they copyright striked me because I made a mistake, but I learned a lesson from it. I used to, if I was going to commentate over a video, I would mirror it on my channel. In other words, I would upload the video to my channel, leave it as unlisted or private. This way, when I was commentating over it, there would not be ads. But Gaia TV copyright striked me for having a privated video that nobody saw it. And I didn't monetize that raw stream or raw video, but I still got a copyright claim. And in that case, I couldn't fight that one. We had to wait the 90 days. And by the way, fuck Gaia TV, because Gaia TV hosts, everybody on Gaia TV is a scammer and a grifter. And they are the epicenter of UFO New Age grifting. Kara, I keep thinking about his place surrounded by cameras, so snug behind a computer screen, but such a coward to come out of the house. Yeah, I mean, Gaia sued Wilcock and his charity. I don't believe they sued him. He's got to give a deposition, and he's like a witness in the case against Corey Good. Mother, I am not regarded, but I just caught my wing wang in my jeans clipper. Help me, mother. What the hell are you talking about, Moody Mongol? All right, so I'll check in with the Kick Chat one more time, make sure we don't have any further support to read out, but we thank everybody for their support. You Patreon supporters, I just posted a new Patreon video. You YouTube channel members, I just uploaded a members only video about my 6-acre property that I bought with DARKSYDEPHIL money. So if you want to see that, please consider becoming a member of Patreon for $1 or become a YouTube channel member for $5, and you get the same content. But on the YouTube side, you get a member's badge and all kinds of stuff like that. Nothing new on the Kick support, but thank you, Casnito Chucksino, who gifted 5 subs. Very, very kind and generous of you. Much, much appreciated. And Arlene is pumping the Clips channel. Yes, please go subscribe to our Clips channel. We're still trying to get that. I thought that was going to be easy to get monetized. Well, we'll monetize that in a month. It's been months. But I haven't uploaded new clips in a while, so I'm going to try to find some time to do that this weekend. Moody Mongol came late to the party. Yes. Who is this guy we're roasting anyways? He's the biggest e-begging video game streamer on planet Earth. And he's a scumbag and a scammer. So we like busting his balls. So I think that'll do it for us, friends. Again, I want to thank you, kind and generous benefactors, Patreon supporters, Kick subscribers, people gifting subs, people gifting YouTube memberships, you people sending super stickers and super chats. And did you know you could send a super thanks? Even if you're watching a replay, you can hit the thanks button and throw a couple bucks in our hat. I thank everybody personally for the support. Much, much appreciated. I will check in with the PayPal pledges. That's also a great way to support us, especially if you're going to send a large amount. For those unaware, YouTube takes 30%. So if you have a large amount of support to send, the best way to do that is to PayPal me at truthseekershow@gmail.com. Then they only take, a tiny little bit of it. Nothing to call out over there. But thank you all for your kindness, generosity, and support. It is much, much appreciated. I am sweating like a pig. Speaking of pigs, I will be back tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And I've got a great show for you about Ashton Forbes, the MH370 fake video grifter who is crashing out. He yelled and screamed at a 60-year-old man and tried to get in a fight with him. That would be Ross Coulthart at Contact in the Desert. People witnessed this, and we're going to be covering it. He's also, Ashton is, threatening the family of one of his detractors, Professor Dave, threatening to destroy his life and take his wife from him and all this shit. He's crashing out bad, and I'm here for it. So join me tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for that. In the meantime, that's all I got for you, friends. So, yeah, I guess that's all I got for you. Do I have anything else to check? No, I think, buy me a coffee. Oh, no coffee's there. Okay, we're good. We're all caught up. So I'll be back tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, and I hope you'll be here with me. So that's all I got for you, friends. Until next time, my name is Steve Cambian. Good night, and God bless all of you.
Dark corners of the night, secrets hidden from the light. Whispers turn to screams, shattering all your dreams. Eyes wide open now, truth you can't disavow. Echoes through the halls, crashing all your walls. Truth seekers, exposing the truth. Truth seekers, coming for you. Uncover the lies, open your eyes. Shadows try to hide, no place for them to bide. Light will pierce you through, reveal what is true.